How's it a crack-a-lackin', as they say? What's up, my friends? Hey, hey, hey. What's up, Micah? How's it going, brother? What's up, Cool Edits? Yeah, I decided to start about 15 minutes early. Double tap that screen, folks. Hey, Waloho. Gracias para vienen. How are you doing? You're doing homework right now, yeah? So you must be doing it at home? Is that why they call it homework? Now, yeah. And since I started early, that's why you're still doing it, probably. If I would have started at 6, right? Is Joe here? Not yet. Good, what you do today? Today I did, let's see, in the morning I did some little bit of weed whacking, and then in the afternoon I did some plumbing stuff at a house. She had a pipe break last December, and then they didn't fix it until like a couple months ago, so a lot of sand and junk ran through the whole system of the house. They flushed it all, but some was still getting in certain areas and messing things up. So, is How here? No, I'm not sure who that is. I don't remember him in here before. Guys, thanks for coming by. This is Desert Armory and More. Double tap that screen if you like stuff like this. We had some requests made last night of what they wanted to see on the table, so we did that. We've got our 2011 on the table. We've got our FMK. Liz wanted that. Hey, what's up, Fel? Eastern Washington, good evening. Just a little bit. I'm about 15 minutes early, yeah. Someone requested the 45 Colt as well as my 25 rimfire. And someone requested my 38, what do they call it? Allen & Hopkins Triple Safety Police. Is your fridge running? Last I checked it was. I have a fan in the background. Why? Is it making too much noise? It's on low, I think. Yeah, it's on low. I usually run that in the back anyways. Is it causing problems with the feed? What's up, guys? Thanks for coming by. Double tap that screen. Appreciate it. Last night was such a good live, guys. But yeah, it's one of those prank calls, right? You better go catch it, yeah, because it's running. Last night's live, guess how many people we got? The lower rifle, the one laying down on the table, that's a rimfire 32 rifle. It's a Remington number 4 rolling block. Yeah, last night we got. Oh man, I couldn't believe how many lives we got last night. Oh, my battery's almost dead on my light. Let me get my battery switched out and that light turned on. Yeah, take a guess how big our live got. Anybody want to know how many views we had in and out last night? It was crazy high. I finished my AK Draco product. It's got a brace on it, backlight, pistol grip on it, and binary. So a poor live would be like 350. A good live would be like 10,000 views. I've had one of those before. Last night we had a bonkers live, as I call it. We had 26,500 something views last night while we were live for 3 hours. So that one it'll probably beat most of them out of the water. But yeah, it was you guys. I appreciate you all coming by. It was bonkers. There was a couple times that it was a little hard for me to see everything, but that would be like how many people viewed the page while I was live in 3 hours. Yeah, people are like saying, wow, that was the best live. And yeah, it was. I had 150 subscriptions. Yeah, 26,500 something. Speaking of subscriptions, let me get my tablet and we'll put the counter up. In the meantime, could you guys double tap that screen to like it, and could you subscribe if you like this type of content? I make requests. If you want to see a certain thing on the table and I have it, ask for it in the feed, the comments. And if I have it, I'll put it on there the following live. Like, say if you ask for the Colt that's on the table right here or right there for next live as well, it'll be on the table. Let me get my tablet for the subscription counter. Alright guys, let's get this tablet up there. Turn the screen on to our subscription counter. One of YouTube's things they were saying how I lost 42 subs is because I was using a third party sub counter, not their page. But hey YouTube, they matched each other, so it didn't matter, the numbers. Let me put you over here by my nice lever actions. How do those look, guys? So we went down, last night we ended, I think, at 435, I believe. 437, sorry. And we went down to 433, I think it was this morning, or 432. So most of those subs must have been real subs then. So I appreciate that, guys. Hey, welcome back, Bruce. Ryan, hey, yes, you were in here last night. I think you were one who requested the 2 Colts, right? I don't know how to join your Discord. You would have to find me. It's my name. Desert Armory and More. Yes, sir. Okay, you wanted to see my 2 Colts. So I have one right here. It's got the prancing ponies on the other side. But here's one of my Colts here. It's early 1900s. It shoots the 32 Smith & Wesson long, which is what's sitting next to it there. And then my other Colt is this one right here. It is the 3220, which is what that box right there is. And that lever action right there, that's from 1895. That shoots the 3220s as well. Is there a Jimmy here? Not in this one. That's another Jimmy. Thank you, thank you. Hey, welcome, Mahana. How you doing, brother or sister, whoever you are? Thanks for stopping by. Double tap the screen if you like this type of stuff. Let's see here. Beautiful rifles. Thank you. You got a burglar joke. Okay, what's your burglar joke, buddy? Is Jimmy here? Is that it? Is that part of the joke, the start of it? Thanks for the subscription, whoever did that. Jimmy, your money. Ha 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 ha. Not sure if that's a joke or not. But anyways, thanks for coming by. Mike always makes it interesting in here. Good guy. He asks pretty funny questions, but he's also very knowledgeable when it comes to tank names, gun numbers, plane names. Yeah, he's pretty good. Pretty good guy. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. Appreciate it. We just started. This is Desert Armory and More, if you don't know yet, where we do gun lives like this and talk about guns and then life in general. We do live shoots, or sorry, not live shoots, shorts with shooting, and we do hikes and cave stuff. And if you like that type of stuff, subscribe, double tap the screen. I make requests. Like a lot of this stuff here was a request to be on the table, and so we put it on there for people. And so if you want to see something, just make a request in the comments here, and if I have it, I'll put it on the table tomorrow's feed, 6 p.m. Arizona time. Anyways, hopefully that makes sense. Got ourselves a few other guns here. We got a sniper over there in the corner, an old Kentucky rifle next to it. They never thought they'd be next to each other. You got a joke? Okay, Ryan, as long as it's clean. These 2 up on top are some garden guns. They shoot this little teeny rimfire 9mm. It's called the Floberg. They're both right around. The one on top is an 1898 or something, and this one's right around the same too, maybe a little newer. What's brown and sticky? A lot of different stuff. People's hair could be. Yeah, and then we got some a 94, and then the one here's a 92 model, and this one's a 3030. A stick. Okay, yep. They're brown and sticky, sure enough, because they're a stick. Got some double barrels over here, folks. Appreciate y'all coming by. There's 60 of you in the chat. Could you double tap that screen, please? It's very easy to do. It helps with the algorithms of YouTube and helps us out a lot. Helps us to promote our God-given 2A rights. Hey, what's up? Marbolo YouTube, or YT, however you want to pronounce that. How are you doing? Welcome to the chat. I don't believe I've seen you in here. Other than maybe yesterday when I was really going bonkers. What's long, hard, and full of semen? We don't want to talk about that one. Hey, fact seeker. Be careful, never let anyone try to get you to pick anything up. Yep, that is true. I've never touched anything on live. We have no need to. Hello, bots. Yeah, there's probably some in here. Micah, let's keep it let's keep it PG or less. Thank you, Michael Lowell, Mr. Evil. Hello from Russia. How are you doing? George, welcome. I'm in the house. Yeah, you are. How's your night though? So far, great. It's been going great so far. We're a couple minutes ahead schedule. I think 15 minutes. Welcome to the chat, guys. If you like this stuff, double tap the screen. I see a few of you new here. We do gun shooting on shorts. We do talking about guns on shorts. We do hikes. We do some cave stuff. If you want to see some of that stuff, I've got other shorts about that. We try to do live every evening, 6 p.m. Arizona time. We're about 15 minutes ahead of schedule today. So if you like that type of stuff, double tap that screen. Hey, thanks you. Well, welcome to the chat. Call me Radio. Welcome to Achim. I do not know what that is. I'm sorry, Mr. Marlboro. How you doing, Radio? I think I saw you over in John Witt's chat. Pricing? For which? I'm not allowed to talk about prices that much online. Thanks for the subscription. Whoever just gave me that. I appreciate that. You're from Indonesia. Okay. Welcome. What's a good cheap defense against a bear if you have to get lethal? We all know bear spray. I wouldn't really count on bear spray. Welcome, Carl. I think I remember you here before. Welcome, welcome. That shouldn't even be a question, Micah. Put the other person's name in the dirt. I'm sorry. They're more fake than not. Tan and black pistol. That is an FMK. Someone wanted to see that one. They requested it up close. Liz, when she comes in. Welcome, welcome, Carl. That's an FMK 9mm, that double color. Obviously, Keanu Reeves, brother. That's no question. I'm not sure. That's two bad ones to compare there. I'm from Arizona. Arizona, USA. Southern Arizona. I'm just saying hello because I'm interested in hello out. My dad was hit by a car. Oh, brother, I'm sorry. I'm in the hospital, mom, with cancer. My car is shot. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. George, I'll keep you in my prayers. That's not right, brother. Hope you can figure that out and God can give you wisdom in that. That's not nice. Yeah. Thanks for that subscription, whoever gave that. Appreciate it. 10 mil or 45. Honestly, for a bear, I would probably say a 10 mil because it's a smaller bullet and runs faster. I don't even know who Stephen legally is. Or I know who Wonder Woman is, yeah. I would say a 10 mil with Bear Hardcast. I've got a box of them here. These right here. 200. I would say don't go any lighter than 200. Someone was saying no lighter than 220. Hi. So was it a shark? Was it a shark, Dusty? Way to welcome yourself in the chat. Thanks for coming by. Hey guys, this is Desert Armory and More. Runs fast because I can't. Whoops. Do you know GAM? I do not. I mean, yeah, that would do a 5110 for a bear. That lever action, I think they make of that. Just I don't know. I'm paying hospital and cancer meds. Those are not cheap. My father's almost dying. Dude, don't if unless you're having a free time right now, go spend time with your family, George. They need you right now. It sounds like it. Yeah, yeah. If they need you, go spend time with them. Unless you're just clearing your mind, and maybe that's why you're here, just to chill out, to clear your mind. We're here for you, brother. If that's what you need, we're here. Hey, welcome, Sebastian. Not sure if I've seen you here in the chat. Thanks for coming by. Where are you from, brother? We are from southern Arizona over here. Born and raised here. Let's see. Dusty says, I wasn't a shark, it was a shameless fallout cloud. Something of the sort. Dusty, can I borrow? No, you can't. Sorry. Dusty trying to clear some. Yeah. He can clear the whole room out. Bye, y'all. I know, maybe it will be fight, no crying. Dude, yeah, spend time with your family, it sounds like. No, nothing given here. Go ahead and do that, brother. You need to do that. They need you, it sounds like. Hey, welcome, Grimes Guns. Haven't seen you here. What's my favorite gun on the table? That lever action would be my favorite gun on the table. It's a Model 92 Winchester, chambered in 3220. He said he did, Jake. I think he cleared the whole room out, they said. Yeah, later, George. Micah, I wish I had that kind of cash, right? Feel not deal. Okay. Peace, George. Hope you feel better. Yeah, see, he got shot when he was securing someone. He's a security guard in Mexico, and someone shot him. So he's getting over that. And then he has a whole slew of stuff. His dad just got hit or something, and someone with cancer, and who knows what else. So if you guys are God-believing, praying person, let's keep him in our prayers. He needs encouragement. Thanks for stopping by, George. Yeah, go spend some time with your family and clear your head out. Do you like them or not, and why, especially in pistols? Which? Don't know. What you talk about? What caliber? Dusty, can I borrow a single? I have a 17 HMR. I had it out here last night or the night before, but it's not a blank. But remember, God never gives us more than we can. Amen, Carl. Amen. Yes. He will, with every temptation, make a way escape so that we could bear it. And temptation there isn't just like those things that tempt us to do something. It also means trials. Pistol Pete, welcome. Thanks for sharing the love. Yes, double tap that screen. I was on your channel last night for a little bit. Let's see here. Someone said a FRT. I would like to put one in that one or a Super Safety. One or the other. I do not own any, though. Showing love. We appreciate it. Thanks for the description. Someone just gave me one, I think. Thank you. Is there a scallywag here? Maybe. I don't know. That's a word we don't use that much around here. Temptation isn't just a river in Egypt. That's the denial, by the way. Deep thoughts and dusty. Okay. So what's all going in your lives? That's what I do not have any Glock 19s. The only Glock I have is a Glock 20, and it is a 10 millimeter. I'm not a huge Glock guy. Yeah, what's kicking your guys' lives nowadays? What's going on? Anything exciting? Hopefully not as bad as what it sounds like George is going through. Poor guy. Not afraid of the dark, you're afraid of what's in the dark. That's true. Most of our T sold online are fake sites. Yep, you got to be careful. Delta Tactical is a good one, I hear. They have the 3 setting. And then super safeties you got, they're a little cheaper, I hear. I wonder what you feel about them in actual pistols, because I just don't see the point. I'm sorry, I must be missing some of your conversation, Fact Seeker. I'm a little confused what question you're trying to portray. Like the 3220 or which caliber? I'm confused. Like the 3220, which is this box here, that rifle here shoots, as well as this Colt right here shoots those as well. Did YouTube take any more subs? They took only a couple. We were at 437 last night when we stopped, and it went down to 433, I think, 432, somewhere around there. And then it's creeped back up. I got a couple more through the day, and 2 or 3 since we started. Hey, Lisa, welcome. How you doing? You have TTIC. I'm not sure what that is. I do have a TTI Canic, if that's what you're meaning. I do. If you want to see the TTI Canic, you can request for it to be put on the table next live, and I'll put it on the table next live. Let's see here. Jerome, can you give me a Hagnu snake? No, thank you. Is that a Winchester? Yes, it is. That is a Winchester 1892 chambered in a 3220. It's from 1895. Hey, welcome, Pat. All right, someone was asking about the TTI Canic. I'm putting your name on the paper. And if you're here tomorrow, I usually start at 6 o'clock Arizona time. I was a little bit early today because I had some time to start early, so by 15 minutes. Let's see here. Dusty, can you get up without making a noise? Hognose snakes are chill. Yeah, they are. Also, no, I can't. Whoops, sorry about that. Hey, welcome, 3 Fighting Champions. Don't think I've seen you here. Thank you for the sub someone just gave. Appreciate it. Is that a Korth? Welcome, red-blooded American. Not sure what you're meaning by Korth. What does the 3220 round look like? Sure. I'll show you the 3220. That's a 3220 right there. I loaded that one. The box in there is lead ones, but I loaded that one myself right there with a hollow point. Let's see here. I do not know what a Korth is, unfortunately, red-blooded American. You've seen a 2520. It's actually the same size case as that. It's just neck down. But the 3220, this really nice Model 92 Winchester from 1895 is chambered in that. Let's see here. When I get up, noise escapes out of both ends. Sorry about that, brother. Micah Bell, I have chronic arthritis, usually both knees. You're only 41, dude. Sorry about that. Korea is an expensive manufacturer. Korth. I do not have any Korths in. I don't know. I've never heard of that brand, I don't think. Guys, welcome to the chat. This is Desert Armory and More. If you like this type of stuff, could you double tap the screen and subscribe? Is that a rolling block? What is that? A rolling block? Rolling block. Yes, it is. That is a 32 rimfire. It's a Remington takedown. What do you call it? Number 4, I think they call it. I haven't figured out how to take it down though. Supposedly that lever, instead of facing that way, is supposed to face the total opposite way, and it pulls out somehow. Haven't figured out how to get it pulled out. But anyways, yeah. So what I do is I make requests. If someone wants to see some of my guns closer up on the table, you could tell me if you'd like to see something closer up. Maybe I have it, maybe I don't. Just ask, hey, do you have a 45 ACP 1911? And I'll be like, yeah. Then I'll put it on the table if you guys want it for next live. That would be like tomorrow, 6 o'clock AZ time, Arizona time. All what's on the table now, people requested from last night, plus some. Hey, welcome, Mango. He's posting now. Yeah, I'm a little ahead of schedule, brother. I mean, normally I'd be on anyways. Welcome, Joseph Hawthorne. How are you doing? Guys, look. Oh, it just changed. It was all 4s. Thank you guys for doing that. It's 2 a.m. here for me. Mango, we started 15 minutes early. That's all. Drove my dairy to mod Micah. Oh, really now? Do not mod me. I dare you. Okay. Let's see. I need my paper here. A fresh page to write on. The one fella, if he's going to be here, I think he requested for the TTI. We love you, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you. How do you pronounce? Rocklands. Welcome. Is that a Marlin 3030? No, that is a Rossi 3030 made by Taurus. A Rio Grande. It's a 2012 model, if I remember, or 2013. So it's not super new. Welcome, by the way, Benjamin. Not sure if I've seen you. Rocklands. Not sure if I've seen you here either. Yes. You want to see some 12 gauges? There's some old double barrels. Those 3 center ones are 12 gauges. The one on top is a 16. The one on the bottom is a 10 gauge. Thanks for coming by. You have it. I'm new. Thank you, Benjamin Chari. Double tap the screen and subscribe if you could. The double tap helps with the algorithms. We got a Schneider 557 Enfield Schneider on the right. A double barrel that needs a new handguard. And in the back, we have another shotgun we're working on that needs a butt. I got one coming from eBay for that. And we're in the process of working on that one on the floor. It's a 12 gauge. I like exposed hammer guns, and so we do that type of stuff a lot. Greetings from Long Beach, California. Welcome. I was there for a while myself. Not Long Beach, but Cali. I was in the foothills by the big sequoias. Lived there for 12 years. Came back to Arizona, where I'm from. Way better. Antique double barrel shotguns are amazing. Yes, Bruno. They are. I love them. Those exposed hammer ones especially. Do you shoot cowboy action? I do not. If so, do you think 4440 would be a good caliber sport? You could. It's technically a 44 Magnum, but black powder load. So you could actually reload, probably anyways, 44 mag shells, and then just put Pyrodex in instead. Like what the 2 bottles in the corner are, Pyrodex. It's a black powder equivalent. Yeah, I mean, it would probably work if you got the right loadings. Thanks for the subscription, whoever just did that. Yeah, me too. I am a sucker for wood stocks. Give me a wood stock over a plastic one any day. Yeah, I just love those things. Yeah, thank you guys for coming by. Some of these names I haven't seen yet. Thank you. Double tap the screen if you like the stuff, and definitely subscribe so you can be alerted for upcoming lives. 6 o'clock p.m. AZ time, Arizona time, is usually when I start. We're about 15 minutes early today. Thank you for that subscription. A Sane says I should be a mod, probably, I'm assuming. You're in here fairly often. For a little while you weren't, but that doesn't mean we can't make you a mod. How's that, brother? Dusty? Let's see, I have turns of 4440 press. Good for you. Or tons is probably what you were saying. I love those old Silver War breech loaders because you can tell that they're still learning the tech. Yeah, right. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Welcome, Smokin' Cream. Haven't seen you in here. Tuckeroff Tom, you're new here too. Thank you. Anthony Piper, I was here yesterday. Yes, I remember your name. I dig the lever action. Do you have any 4570? I do not. I would like to get a 4570 lever action as well as a trapdoor. Do you have any handguns like that one in the Terminator? I do. If you're talking about, okay, it matters which one you're talking about. I have a lever action shotgun that looks like the guy in the Terminator 2, but it has the full butt on it. Instead of being a 12 gauge, it's a 10 gauge. It's the model 1901, not the 1887. Hey, yep, you are. Don't get me wrong, wouldn't get a Woodstock AR. I possibly would with the Wooks furniture. They aren't for sale, Mr. Cummins. Welcome to the chat, by the way. Double tap the screen if you like this stuff and subscribe. Dark Top Hat, welcome. Sean Elder, you might have been here before. Welcome. Thank you for coming by. Double tap the screen if you like that type of stuff. We appreciate it. Gonna lurk a minute through gotta charge my phone. Thank you. You Wood makes good stuff. Wooks, yes, Wooks does. Yeah, I knew you meant Wooks because that's what we were just talking about. Thank you for those subscriptions, guys. Appreciate it. So I make requests. Just ask if I have a gun. And if I do, I will put it on the table next live. And then if you subscribe and turn on notifications, you'll be able to see it. Like last night, someone asked for my 2011, which is right here. Someone asked for my 2 Colts, which is here and here. Someone asked for the triple safety police. It's right here. Someone asked for the FMK. Someone asked for my 45. Someone asked for my Rimfire Stevens. And someone asked for the Colt. The lever, this one. So, welcome, John De Palmas. I do not have you. What makes us that 1911? Okay, this one is a Springfield Armory, and then this is a double stack 1911. It's a Thesis. Nice Schofield. That actually is not a Schofield. It's a Allens and Hopkins. Good eye though. It looks like one. Do you have guns that goes boom? No, I do not. Here in Brazil, it's complicated to have many legal weapons. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bruno. There's a lot of countries that are like that, unfortunately. Yes, yeah, that's a Springfield Army. It's a A1 mil spec. I've had that for about 4 or 5 years. Thank you, Michael. Welcome to the chat. Quarino, is that how you pronounce it? Bad idea to ever show your weapons online. Document now. Nope, they actually are all registered legal, so it doesn't really matter. Do I have any Ruger number ones? Bye bye, Jason Davis. Ruger number ones. I do not. I do not. What do we got here? 1858 Uberti, 45 cal, 44 cal. Well, that's pretty. That's moving pretty good. So this one's not a Uberti here. This one's a Cimarron, and it's the 45 Colt. That one's a Cimarron. Love that gun. The trigger's like a 3 pound probably. Thank you. What's sad, Dark Top? What's sad? Tell me about it. What can I help you with? The Random Nova. Welcome. Do you have any ARs? I have one. Welcome, Random Nova. And Elias Oficials. Bienvenidos, hermano. Yes, we got it. One AK and one AR. That's all we got. Very nice. Thank you. We'll see, Micah. Sweet, sweet. Thank you, Cummins. Appreciate it. Pre 64. I have a. Yes. This one is a early 1900s. This one's an early 1800s. And this one's an 1895. So, yeah, they're definitely pre 64. I do have a lever action 44 Magnum that is a 72. So that one is not. And then the one on the bottom here is a 3030. That one's a 19. No, it's a 2012, 2013. So, thank you. Thank you. Imperial Scorpion is the model of which? That sounds like a fancier company. My 1911 would be this Springfield here. And then I have this double stack TSIS that I run 124 UMCs in it. Works pretty good. Let's see. I have the one that goes pew pew pew. Yep, all of these do that. Yes, Smoking Cream. That is a Remington Rolling Block Model 4. Number 4, I guess they call it. It is chambered in a 32 rimfire, MP9 or MP7. I know what MP7 is. The lever on the table is awesome. Thank you. That is a Model 92 made in 1895. It's chambered in this right here. I'm not touching anything, YouTube. 3220. It's made by 6 Hour. The model is called the Empire. Where'd it go? Oh, sorry, Nova. I was just reading that one, and you must have typed something wrong. You took it away. Hey, welcome, Joe Kennedy. Look who's in the house. How you doing? It's made by 6 Hour. Okay. Imperial Scorpion. I'll have to look that one up. Which one? The left side? This one here? That one? That's the MP5 clone. It's made by Century Arms with HK internals. I need to get a collapsible brace for it or a folding one sometime. Yep, all of them go boom, boom, boom. Yep. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that one's pretty nice. I'm getting new mags for it. 3 more. They had a sale on one of the sites for like $30 a piece, which is a steal because normally those are 50 something a piece for the mags. Hey, welcome, Tristan. Haven't seen you in here in a little bit. A couple days, I think. Double tap that screen, folks, if you like the stuff. It's super easy to do. Doesn't hurt your fingers one bit. You have one. Good for you. Yeah, they're neat. Cody Lambert, welcome. For a first gun, what are you getting? A pistol or a rifle? A good bang for a buck for a pistol, I would say, is a Meta 9, I think it's called. Canik Meta. They have a very good trigger, very good all-around ergonomics. Tauruses, there's a few that are pretty good. The G2 and the G3. C. Yeah, busy with school. No worries. Let's see here. I picked up an old exposed hammer double barrel from Belgium, and I don't know if it was black powder or smokeless, so I strapped to these. What happened? Yeah, they're not made for that. I mean, I do have some low power. They're called white rhinos, right here. Because I have one that is like a early 1900s that I haven't shot at them yet, but I just shoot brass shells instead. Let's see if I got. So what I do instead is I use these brass and I fill it up with the proper powder and waddings and load them myself. It's a gorgeous 1911, has a custom railing. Wow, that sounds nice. Hey, welcome, Ernest Goodwillie. What would be a good brand and cal for a beginner lever action? A 22, honestly. Henry makes some nice ones. I have a Henry. Unfortunately, though, it has a little problem, so it needs sent in. Henry makes a good one. Rossi makes a good one. Like a lever action 22, that would be the cheapest. How much for one? They are not for sale, Castillo. Colt New Army revolver. If so, what caliber? Those are not New Armies. This Colt right here is a police positive, and so is that one. That one's in the 3220, which is right there. This one is in the 32 Smith & Wesson. 3030 or 22 Hornet? Is that what you're supposed to say instead of Ernest? Do you got a Remington 1858? No, I don't know what that is. My father left me my 41 mag 12. Oh, nice. What's the 12 gauge? Is it a double barrel or pump? 41 mag. That's hard to find. Good one. Welcome, NLNE. How's it going, brother? Welcome from Morocco. Wow, you're from far away. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate it. If you like this stuff, double tap the screen. And that's our subscription counter. If you could subscribe too, we'd really appreciate it. You can't spell. Sorry about that. It happens. I'll stay a few more. Okay. Hey, what's up, Asane? I think you were in here before, right? I just missed you. Sorry about that, because I think you said, oh, I made it. Yeah, okay, 12-gauge pump. Neat. Anyways, talk to you later, man. By the way, nice guns. Thank you. So, Random Nova, I am live 6 p.m. usually every day, Arizona time. Do you shoot on your property, club, or private range? I don't shoot on my property because I'm in on an acre lot here. Sean Thomas, welcome from Louisiana. Thanks for checking in. Double tap that screen, please. Like and subscribe if you aren't. Kevin Mills, could you double tap that screen and like and subscribe? As in property, there's a range I do shoot at. It's a local range. It's $10 each time or $85 a month with family members. I also live out in the desert here in Arizona, and you're allowed to do shooting out in the desert. So I do a lot of that. That's where I make a lot of my shorts. If you want to see shooting shorts, that would be great. Cap and ball, I do not have one of those. This channel is growing rapidly. It's going good, yeah, so far. Sheen Thomas, thank you. Clanker, nope, none of us here are clankers. We ain't robots. Saying, how does it feel to be a scallywag? Just as good as it did yesterday, right? Yep. 64 of you in the chat. If you like this stuff, double tap the screen. Thoughts on a 360X macro? I have a 365 macro. Love it. I have a short of me shooting it. I did 11 shots, I believe. I missed 2 at 20 yards. Rossi 38 Special. I don't have a Rossi 38 Special. I would have a 357 Magnum. Unfortunately, I lost my keys to my van where that is. That would shoot 38 Specials, which maybe you're the one who asked last time and I couldn't find it. I had it out one time. I don't even care about subs anymore. I do a little bit because it helps with growing the channel. Anyways, I hope I'm getting the questions enough. Sorry if I'm losing my train of thought. Or passing over a question or something. Let's see. But yeah, about the macro, I have one. It's one of my EDCs I carry when I'm hiking as well as when I'm shooting. Then my other EDC is a 2.0 Bodyguard. Realistically. Okay. 20. I have 20 plus as well, subs. How's the 20 gauge restoration coming? Unfortunately, I found out that's actually a 12. So it was advertised wrong. I contacted the people and said, hey, I'm finally getting to this gun to work on it. I realized it's a 12. I paid for a 20. I would have never paid this much for a 12. That was messed up. And they have been silent. Silent as a mouse in a church house. Yes, that is a rolling block. Thanks for good eye there, by the way. That is a Remington case hardened number 4 in a 32 rimfire. Original finish, by the way. It's pretty good shape. It's a takedown. The double barrel shotgun worked, and one shot 2 boxes and when AA light loads through it. So, what year is that? If it's honestly, I don't know if I would shoot that many modern rounds in it, even though they're light loads, because those laminate Damascus barrels aren't the greatest for that. Dingleberries, or what'd you say, Dingledorb? But hey, I mean, each to their own. Like I said, I load my own with brass, so it's fine with me. Um, you can see some of me shooting them. Hey, welcome, Paul White. How was your live? Guys, be nice in the chat. Otherwise, one of you are going to get kicked out for a couple minutes. What caliber is the 94? That's actually a Model 92. Welcome, by the way, Hohei, something like that. That is a Model 92. It is an 1895, and it's a 3220, which is what that box is. I do have a 94. That one right here is a 94. Sorry, my stand's getting in the way here. So let's put this down a little bit. This is a Model 94 in 2535. And this one's a Model 92 in 2520. Let's see here. Thanks for stopping by. Hey. Double tap that screen, like and subscribe. We'd appreciate it. Means a lot to the 2A content channels and stuff. All right, let's go ahead and raise this a little bit. What we got? Only 49 people in the chat. Smith's Customs. If you want to shoot modern ammo and exposed hammer shotgun, Cimarron makes good reproductions. Yeah, they do. They make a lot of nice reproductions. I just redid a 94 made in 95, also in 2535 though. Nice. Yeah, my 2535, I'm not sure if it's original finish or not. It's made in early 1900s, that one. Which one? I have two of them. So this one was, I got it off the internet, and here he was a guy across the mountains here, about an hour and 10 minutes away. And so I just went and picked it up. I think that I got that for 1,200 cheeseburgers. Now that one has the hexagon barrel and the peep sight in the back. The other one I got for about the same price, but that one they thought was refinished, but they weren't 100% sure, just because of how nice it looked. And then the other one, I think I got both of those for, well, actually that Model 94, that's 2535, already refinished, I think. I got that less than $1,000. It was 750, 800 buckaroos. I was kind of short, or surprised it was that cheap. Guys, thank you for coming in the chat. You could have stopped by someone else's and you decided to stop by mine. Thank you. What state are you in? Just curious. I was, I'm in Arizona right now. Because California, where I am at, we are extremely overrelated. I know. Anthony, I used to live in California from 2012 to 24. I just moved back to Arizona in December. I'm from Arizona, outskirts of Tucson. Back in the area. But yeah, I know all about California's rules and their, what do you call it? So a lot of my guns are from California. Like I bought them there. Like that FMK is from California. I got that sniper right there from Cali. These military ones are actually from Cali. So is the SKS isn't. Let's see here. That AR is from Cali. The AK is from Cali. So is the 308 and some other stuff in here. And yep, all registered to me. How hard is it to get 2534 brass? Because I found a Marlin Model 93 chambered in. Excuse me. So I've got my 2535 box of ammo from a local gun and pawn. They only have one brand. It's Hornady Lever Revolution, which is one of the betters to shoot in it. They are pricey. I think 20 rounds were $50-something a box. So I don't know about the I don't have a Cocarno, Joe, but nice that you got one. I don't know where you could get brass. I'll try to tune in when I get, it's 8:30 p.m. in Canada. I don't work. Okay. Yeah, no worries. You can tune in whenever you want. Thanks for coming by, Torkaroff. I have a Torkaroff, by the way. I've got a buddy who collects them and has probably 30 of them. Of lever actions? Nice. He always gets great deals on them. They're super common down here in Alabama and Georgia. Is that what you're talking about, the lever actions? Hoo-ha. I do not have 32 rimfire ammo. That stuff's harder to find than, well, it's more expensive or harder to find than this. This is 25 rimfire. So what I'm probably going to do is you can get 32 rimfire cases that are modified to fit a 22 blank in them, and I need to do that. Get a drillin'. Hey, IK9, welcome to the chat. Double tap the screen. The double barrel doesn't have Damascus barrel. Does it say laminated barrels? Because that's very similar. Reloads can help with the cost. Yes, I just started doing reloads. Here's my thing here. For my 3220s, my 2520s, my 338 Lapua, and then I homemade. If you look at, I did a short of how I explained how I made 25 rimfire, and then I also did a long format of actually the process of it. Made 25 rimfire. Model 94 is real nice. Let's see. Welcome, Tesla the Cat. Is this tough in USA? It is. Welcome. I think you're in here another time. Bro, what the bleep? Are you about to go to war? What? No, it's America. You just got here. Nope. Yerman, thank you for coming by. Double tap the screen if you like that. Ryan, welcome. Did I ask for them before the other night? You had something I really want to see. Don't know which one you asked for this time around. Are you the same one that asked for the Colts? If so, they're on the table. I thought you came by earlier, but there was another Ryan as well that requested for, where's your name? This was a while ago. Yeah, the MP5. It was you. I don't know if it's the same one. It's right there. One of those nights I had to start super late because YouTube wasn't letting me on until a long time after. Yeah, okay, that was 2 nights ago. Okay, so it's right here in front of the screen. It's an MP5 clone with MP5 HK parts inside. I just am picking up 3 mags are coming in the mail probably tomorrow, the next day. They were on sale at some site for $30 a piece, $35 a piece, something like that, which is a steal because normally those are 50 something. Let's see here. Let those 2 cool off for a little bit. Thanks for that subscription, by the way. Guys, I had to put you in timeout if you can hear me. Unfortunately, you guys are going at it too much, and it's kind of distracting. Every third message is one of yours. Yeah, thank you, Ryan. Yeah, I really like that thing. I got it for a really good deal. It was one of those ones that fell through the cracks that nobody was looking for. If it was a non-part switched over, it might have been a little too expensive. It was 1,200 buckaroos. No, no worries, Paul. Normally they're okay, but for some reason they were really going at it. I don't know why. And so they get on each other's nerves sometimes. So I said, well, other times I've asked them to slow down and stop, and they didn't. So they're going to be timeout for a minute. Hopefully they're not too mad. Century. It's a Century. That is a Century Arms. What do they call it? An AP5, I think. It says it on the top rail. I can't see it. I need to get a collapsible or a folding, which someone showed me a collapsible for it. That I found somewhere for, how much was that? Instead of being like $600 something for the name brand ones, I think I found a collapsible for like $250. Well, guys, what's happening is every third message or so is something you guys are chatting about that's kind of getting in the way of the other conversation. So, what's your favorite gun you have out of the whole collection? Unfortunately, I can't answer that. I usually put it in categories. So my favorite lever action is that one on the table, the 3220 hexagon barrel. It's a Model 94 made in 1895. That's my favorite lever action. My favorite revolver is probably this Colt copy in Cimarron on 45, or my 460 Smith & Wesson. It's hard to know that one. My favorite semi-automatic pistol is my Canic TTI Combat. My favorite shotgun I don't have out here right now. I had it out last night. It's my Beretta 10 gauge Silverhawk. Favorite semi-automatic. I only have 3 semi-automatics that are bigger calibers: an AK, an AR, and an SKS. So, yeah, a Century for 12, pretty good, especially for the part swap. Yeah, fun fact: the factory those are made in use old HK. Yeah, I heard that too. Leave the machines. Yeah, they did. Welcome back, Dusty. Let's see, the Hornady 25 expensive in Canada. Yeah, okay, $150 for 20. Yikes! I thought 52 was expensive. Yeah, I had to pay $52 a box. That's the only brand I know that makes them. Now maybe if you find they aren't laminated. Okay, so yeah, if they're regular, light load should be fine. So you're probably a 19, maybe 1920 or probably 1920ish. The gun you got should be rated for modern day calibers, but I would say continue shooting just the light loads in it. If it's not a laminated or a Damascus, light loads like I showed you or what you have. So these are light recoil. Light recoil, right there, what does it say? Super light. Those should work great as well as the ones you have. Let's see. Hey, welcome back, Eastern Washington. Did you get a chance to look up the... I did not, unfortunately. Welcome 19 Cohiba 75. My shop has a Ruger Vaccaro Birch head set for $650. Is that a good price? Is it new or used? So I got a 357, brand new. It's a Ruger Blackhawk, not a Super Blackhawk, just a Blackhawk, for that price, brand new. Now that was a steal because normally it's 8 something. At my locals, at that time at Sportsman's Warehouse, it was 8 something. But there was a place down south for me in Cali. What is it called? They have really good sales. It was cheaper for me to buy it there, plus pay shipping for it to come up. But yeah, I got it for that price. Let's see here. Don't make me turn this car. Yeah, I know, right? Guys, all you have to do is one of you just quit talking and don't respond back, and it'll be great. But when you make comments like you wouldn't dare or whatever, just chill out. We'll put you in timeout longer next time if you don't stop it. Be the bigger guy and just be quiet. Right? Anyways, guys, thanks for coming by to Desert Armory and More. If you're new to this channel, where we do gun talk, we do shooting shorts, we do hiking and cave stuff, all sorts of stuff. And yeah, if you like the stuff, this is our subscription counter right here. We also make requests. So maybe, hey, welcome, by the way, Guppy Gilly Suit. Oh, sorry, I'm not there. I live in Arizona. Sorry, I live in Arizona. I'm not in Cali. Whoop, we went bye-bye. I'm from Arizona, came back to Arizona. So you're good, Guppy. We ain't over there anymore. We're in California. So yeah, I make requests. So if there's something you would like to see, say if, hey, you got a 50 BMG, put on the table for next live. Unfortunately, I don't have a 50 BMG. But you might say, hey, you got a single action 410 or something? Yeah, I do. Okay. I'll put it on the table tomorrow's live feed that starts at 6 p.m. Arizona time, and we'll stick it on the table here, which we do have one of those, by the way. But yeah, all these were requests people wanted, and extra. Someone wanted the 2011 double stack. Someone wanted to see the Colt. Someone wanted to see the 38 triple safety. Someone wanted to see the 45 and the 25 rimfire. Someone wanted to see the FMK. So yeah, Ruger Vaccaro is used in the older, stronger frame. Okay. Yeah, because some of those Vaccaros, they can't take the higher power 45 Colts. You want to just shoot cowboy loads or just a little bit bigger. Some of the ones that are the newer, or I forget what year they were, they couldn't handle the bear loads that are maybe like 800 foot-pounds or higher. So that one probably would. That's not too bad of a price for a lightly used, to tell you the truth, the way Vaccaros and Rugers and all those revolvers are going. Let's see here. Thanks for the subscriptions, by the way, guys. That's right here. Appreciate that. But yeah, how's the days going for you guys today? I have a Winchester model 1890 and 22 WRS is dated 1893. Nice. It's considered an antique then. I have one box of WRF because I was going to see if I could use it for a case to make something. So I bought a box of it. Technically, it's a 22 mag, but just a little bit smaller. Yep. Yeah, they need to make a Discord and just chat on the Discord, right? Let's see here. Do you have any tactical shotguns? I have one. It's somewhat of tactical shotgun. It'd be that one right there. Try PPU ammo for 25-35. I could look it up. I've never seen that brand here. I'll look it up, see if it's something I can order. So that one right here is a, you can get it from Atlantic Firearms. I got it online, but it's a 12 gauge AK looking. It's pretty cool. It kicks pretty good. Yep, I did. I told them to quit, and they keep going at it, so they got 5 minutes this time instead of a minute. Hey, welcome, Larry. I mean, if I lose 2 subscriptions over them, that's their problem. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it. How's your eye doing, by the way, Larry? I know your eye, you had that thing get in there. Is it still hard to see out of? Oh, good. Yeah, glad you got the notifications. Thanks for stopping by, Mr. Smith. And I know you're subbed already and you double tapped. You know the drill. Yeah, how's your eye doing, by the way? I know that you had a BB from a 410 bounce and hit you in the head. Right in your eye. I've had, my dad was shooting my 357 Magnum with 38 specials in it. We're shooting into a berm. It hit a mesquite root, which is extremely hard wood here in Arizona. Bounced back and landed by his foot. I still have the lead. I was like, Dad, did you just see that thing go by your foot? He's like, really? Like, yeah, that just landed by your foot. Going to be off for tonight. The rest of the day? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, mesquite's really hard. No worries. That's okay, Ryan. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. We've had another Ryan in here, too. It's a Ryan S. Here's the Ryan S as well, so I kind of get them confused. Still can't see out of my eye. Still give me... Oh, sorry, brother. FF King Gamer, welcome. How are you doing today? Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. If you like this type of stuff, double tap the screen. We do shorts of shooting, shorts of hikes, shorts of hopefully hunting this weekend, possibly doing some dove. We'll see. Welcome, Matt Oliver. How are you today? Thank you so much. Is telling people who keep going back and forth in the chat they should make a Discord, kind of like telling them to get a room. I don't know. They just, some people say they act like grumpy old old couple. They can hear us, by the way. They just can't type, I think. You're swell. Good for you. Where are you from? Hey, welcome, Pedro 2. Gracias para vienen. Thank you for coming. Double tap the screen if you like this stuff. There's our subscription counter right here, 465. Appreciate you coming by, Pedro and Matt. Have not seen you in here. I make requests too, so maybe you see a gun or think I might have a gun, and I'll put it on the table for the next live, and if you come to the next live, you'll see it. Subscribe and turn the notifications on, then you know when to come over. Usually 6 p.m. Arizona time. What are we doing this evening? Showing guns, talking about guns, all sorts of stuff. What powder do you use for the reloading? Unfortunately, Takharoff, I cannot say that on YouTube. I'm not allowed to say what powders I use, I believe. Not 100% sure on that. I know I'm not allowed to say grainage. 45 Colt, I do not reload yet. Larry, what do we got? That's Crazy Carl. Okay, he's on here quite often. He's a cool guy, at least it seems like. Crazy Carl's in the room. Directions unclear. Just purchased 6 Arizona teas in Amsterdam. And by the way, Arizona tea isn't even made in Arizona. It's made in New York. Hey, what's going on, Zach? Welcome. What choke shot for grouse and goose when steel required for geese? I do not know. We don't have grouse or geese where I'm at here in southern Arizona. My what I'm going to use for my dove, it'll be the first time I'm hunting dove, is a I don't know what choke's in it. It just came with one when I bought it used. It's a Weatherby 20 gauge. Larry, let's see. Anyone have any suggestions on how to remove a stuck choke? Larry, did you see my suggestion in the comments on one of my pictures or one of my videos about soaking it in PB Blaster or putting the tip in a sonic cleaner with different chemicals? Just found you. Welcome, Gorky Bowers. Thank you for coming by. Thanks. Keep up the good work. I'm sure loyal fans are truly dedicated to your content. So far, I have some OGs that hang out. Let's see. Do I have a Mac 11? No, I have something that looks similar to a Mac 5, I think they call it, which is an MP5 right there. It's an MP5 clone made by Century Arms with MP5 HK parts. The internals are HK. Need to get a brace for it yet, though. Pace Picante commercial nostalgia. It's nice that CCI still makes. My 22WRF, I think, is CCI, but it looks like an old box, almost like an old paper box. I'm missing the WD-40. Yeah, I don't have any WD-40 in here. Yep. Saw everything but the WD-40. I'm trying to think if I even have any of that. I used PB Blaster for some stuff. WD-40 was a water displacement. That's what the WD stands for. The 40 was because it was the 40th try. Then they were able to do it. You'll try that. Okay. I forgot all about that. Yeah, hopefully you can figure something out. Yeah, I would put it like the bottom of the barrel in a bucket of either WD-40, but that's not really a penetrant. It might work. Excuse me. PB Blaster is a penetrant, so that would work pretty good. Let's see here. That's the oldest gun you have. Ooh, no, actually I don't. This one is a fairly old one. It's an 1895. I have older ones than that. Sorry, my screen for my subscription counter went out. I have, my oldest is actually in the corner over here by my sniper rifle. That one right there. It's a Kentucky rifle. It's made in like early 1800s, late 17s. Yes, that one is too Eastern Washington. That one's actually probably better than PB Blaster. Unfortunately, I hear it costs like $25 a can instead of like 12. But yes, Croy Oil works wonders. Give that a try. Larry, outdoors. Yes, good suggestion, brother. I totally forgot about that one when he was asking me. See, he asked me when on one of my shorts when I was working on something. Yeah, just make regular comments. Don't make derogatory dumb ones or whatever. Hashtag timeout my No, we're not gonna do that. I mean, he wants it, but yeah, who knows? If it doesn't work, it's okay because I just cut it down to 20 long. Just another 28-inch barrel. I saw brand new for. Really? What brand was that? Or the barrel? Yeah, you can just switch out the barrels. There you go. There you go. That would work. That would work. I think what some people do too, at least on these double barrels, they'll switch them out so you can shoot 20 versus 12 gauge. Some of them have those. Let's see here. Yeah, it is pricey. I was on YouTube. I like looking at gun restoration videos of people that find them like in swamps or something or all sorts of places. And there's one guy, I think he's either from Russia or Ukraine or somewhere. He's got a pretty neat accent. He does a really good job. And then there's a few others I watch too. There's probably 3 or 4 that I'm sub to that do gun restorations. I just love watching them turn something that looks disgusting to a manageable, workable thing. I mean, some people even have some that are the frames are rotted out. Like one guy had something similar to the 45 here that the metal frame rusted out by the mag, and he like totally fixed it and just like redid it all and really cool. Like he even built his own magazine. It was like cool. Like why don't you just buy one? But hey, you got the skills. Maybe you don't have the place and money and power to do that. Kudos to him, right? Hey, Raging Bull, welcome. Bullet. Sorry, I always call you Raging Bull. Raging Bullets. Are you sure, Micah? I mean, I'll do it if you really want me to. Welcome. Sorry, unfortunately, I cannot pronounce your name. That just came. It looks like you have a picture of a guy in a Perka suit, or is it an alien-looking guy? Anyways, welcome. I would say from Russia, possibly. Excuse me. I do not know Russian, so. Raging Bull. That's the first. Yeah, it's better than saying Raging something else. It's not good. Yeah, sorry. Raging Bullets and Beyond. Yeah. I keep forgetting to look at your channel. I'm really sorry about that. Was that you, Pat? Or was it Dust? Oh, it was Dusty. If we can drop channel names, I know one you might like. Yeah, go ahead. Put a channel name. I'll screenshot. I'll look it up. That does restorations, or like altering ammo and stuff like that. So the problem I'm having with these two here, these are both garden guns chambered in this Flowbert 9mm rimfire. So they were sold to me as a rimfire. Well, when I got this one, someone modified it to centerfire. Okay, which is technically a 38 Colt, 38 Colt short, I think it was. This one is supposedly not modified, but when you try to fire it, all it does is put a dent in the center. Well, it's not supposed to be the center. It's supposed to be a rimfire. So maybe someone modified that one too. Yeah, so not sure. It's a little bit different style. This one's got a nubbin. That one's flat. The trigger guard's pretty much the same. I think that one's just a little bigger. And this one's longer, has the things for a sling. And then this one also has some notch someone cut out, but pretty cool. Let's see here. Bill, you're already back. You only put it in 10 seconds, that's why. Let's see. Liz, welcome. Welcome, Liz. One of my other moderators. We got 3 or 4 of them in the chat now. Almost all my moderators are in the chat. The only one that's not is Arms Room 24. He's probably busy getting ready for his live. Usually he starts about 7 o'clock my time. Hey, Liz, there's the FMK you wanted to see. You said you wanted to see it up close near the 1911, the double stack, which is right there. Let's see, guys. Yeah, see, there's my piggies. What's your thoughts on 3855? I was looking at a 38. What was that? I think it was a 3840. He keeps wanting to be so. Sane and Micah, they I don't know if it's teasing or what, but it seems like sometimes they get on each other's nerves. So I timed them out 1 minute, and they kept doing. I timed it out 5 minutes, and then they're like, "Well, I'm not sure what I can do any more than that." So he's like, "I don't know if I can keep quiet. I'll go ahead and walk out for 24 hours." He wanted us to block him. I don't know. Mark Novak, he does gunsmithing restoration. It's educational and fun. Sorry, I hit my stand. Let me check that. I'll screenshot that. We'll look that up. Guys, if you're new to the channel, this is Desert Armory and More. Here, I'll go ahead and switch this here. Hey guys, sorry, my hair might be a little messed up and my beard's getting into the chat there, but Desert Armory and More, where we do chats about guns here. We talk about shooting. We do shorts of shooting. Talk about religion sometimes, politics a little bit, just a little messing around, this, that, and the other. We do shorts of shooting, shorts of dismantling guns, shorts of hiking, stuff like that, outdoor stuff. I'm hoping to do some dove shooting on Saturday if it works out okay with my 20 gauge Weatherby. So if you'd like that type of stuff, double tap the screen and subscribe. Anyways, let's see, metal or polymer 357. My 357 is metal. Polymer, let's see, is it Taurus that makes a polymer one? They're a lot lighter. Papa Pew Pews, if you ever heard of him, he has one. If you're ever on his channel, Papa Pew Pews, he has one, and ask him about it. He would know about it. Blackbeard Defense. Larry, I'm not sure. Most of my shotguns don't shoot 3-inchers. My pumps all shoot, at least my old 12 gauge. The one is a My old 12-day pump, it's a Sears and Roebuck from the 50s. It's a 1200 model, which is the same as the Remington 1200. It shoots to 2 3/4, but I don't know about my Remington 1200. But yeah, to answer your question, unsure really. I mean, I know a 12 gauge slug would do pretty good on a bear at a 3 3/4. Now, if you had a high brass 3 3/4, that would be good. Definitely a high brass 3-inch would. Which kind of gun oil do you recommend for a stuck crane on an S&W with ballista oil? Croy oil. What's his name mentioned it earlier up top? Eastern West Washington. He mentioned it, Joshua. It's Croy oil is really good for penetrating. It's just kind of expensive per can. It's like $25-$30. PB Blaster's pretty good as well. Well, he seemed to be. Let's see here. Winchester 1892 I have was given to me, missing most of the parts. Maybe someone got the rest from Numerix. That's a good site. That was a 2535, the 1892, because my 2535 is a 1894 model. Plastics from all airplanes go for metal guns. Same, Carl. At least for revolvers, I would not trust myself with a plastic revolver, unfortunately. Let's see here. Asame, pretty sure you didn't realize it was only 10 seconds. Okay. Joshua, it depends on how stuck it is. True that, because sometimes when things are real stuck, if you're able to use heat on it and then back and forth from heat to cold, sometimes shocks the metal. But you got to be careful that you're not going to warp anything. Civil War music begins to play. Something like that. Taps or whatever it's called. That's part of it. He can say type, so I'm pretty sure he's actually going. I don't know. If it's the same price for a polymer and the metal one. Of a revolver, get a metal revolver. Don't get a plastic one. They might be lighter, but revolver has so much. Here, I'll bring it in. A revolver has so much stress. My hands are way up by the thing. On this right there, to me, a plastic would not work very well. I almost bought me a G-Force Raptor. Oh, yeah, you were talking about that. Or a Taurus 605 Protector Polymer 37 2 barrel. I don't know which one would be better of those two, honestly. Hey, focus. You know the thing. You know the drill. Double tap the screen. So that lever action, shoot with purpose. By the way, thanks for coming by. Let me take you off the screen here. I mean, off the stand. Sorry if it jerks. So this one is one of those, a 3220. This one's made in 1895. It's a 32 Winchester centerfire hex-going barrel. Welcome, Focus. Welcome, Mohammed. How you doing? This one here is a 3030 Rossi Rio Grande, technically like a Model 94. The one above it's a Model 94, chambered in 2535. That is early 1900s. The one above it is chambered in 2520, and it's made in early 1900s. It's a Model 92. And then I have a lever action that's a 10-gauge shotgun. It's not here. It's in my van. And I have a Savage Model 99 lever action chambered in 300 Savage. Liz is, let's see, Fire. Yeah, thank you. I think Liz might have done it. Okay, yeah, she might have. I told him, I said, are you sure you really want me to? And he's like, yeah, let me walk or something like that. So, I mean, I didn't see that it popped up that she timed him out more than 10 seconds. I don't know. But shoot with purpose. I don't know if you like double barrels or not, but I have a decent amount here. I restore these old ones. This one I got from a swap meet. Missing the hammers, so we found some hammers, shaped them properly, and stuck them in. This one's a 10 gauge. We're starting to work on this more. We did some. We did a rebluing, but the case here was case hardened, so it didn't really take very well. It's got some workings that are broken and messed up, so we're still working on that one. This one here, I found the barrel separate from the butt. We're putting it together. I need to get a forearm. This one here, those are both 20s. This one here, I just got a butt on eBay for it. It's coming in. I still need to get the trigger set. I think I got one of them I have to work. And then the place I got the butt from has also a spring set I might get. And then we're working on another 20 right here, slowly restoring it. I got some shorts of it and some long formats, so we're working on that one. All right, we got something else here. What we got? Mohammed, yes, welcome. Welcome. Thanks for coming from Indonesia all the way over here. If you like this stuff, double tap the screen, subscribe. These are subscription counters. Joshua, sorry, I never got to see your message before it disappeared. You just subbed to Shoot with Purpose. Good for you. Let me screenshot that, and I'll try to look you up. Shoot with Purpose. If you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe back if you got a channel. I'll go through. That's if you're public. If you're not, I'll find you somewhere. I'm 3 years in the 2A community, and you're saying caliber before I was even thought of what's your favorite. Oh, I don't have a favorite caliber, unfortunately. And I hardly have a favorite gun. I have a favorite gun of each category that I own. My favorite lever is that one right here. My favorite revolver is probably this one here. It's a 45 Colt Cimarron. Let's see here. Or my 460. My favorite bolt action is this 338 Lapua. My favorite shotgun is a double barrel 10 gauge I have in there. That's a Beretta. I got videos of all that, me shooting them. Favorite semi-automatic. I don't have that many semi-automatic rifles. I have an SKS, an AR Delton, and an AK Kalashnikov. But yeah, Shooting with Purpose. If you have a channel, I will sub back to you, especially if you're public. I always sub back to everybody that subs to me if they're public. Or if they're a gun channel, I'll search them up. Unfortunately, YouTube, though, has not been showing their little crown and how I can see how many people, like what's the highest person in the comments, so I can see their handle number. But anyways, yeah, this is our subscription counter right here. Yes, sir, for sure. I'll just sub. Thank you, appreciate it. So I also make requests. So if someone says, "Hey, do you have a 45 Colt?" and I'll be like, "No, I got a copy," or they might be like, "You got a 1911?" Yeah, I got one right here. So someone requested a lot of this stuff last night. And so if you request, like say if you ask if I have it and I say yes, I'll write your name down and the gun. Then tomorrow live, that starts at 6 p.m. Arizona time, if you come by, hopefully it'll be here on the table if you want to see a closer look of it. So yeah, yesterday we had multiple requests. People wanted to see my two Colts. They're up there. They wanted to see my 25 rimfire, my 45 Colt, Cimarron. My 2011, my FMK, yeah, a variety of stuff. Hey, welcome, Aaron. Thank you for coming by. My wife and I just got a Winchester model 1897 12 gauge. It's great condition, minus the fact the barrel is basically no bluing left. Is that a lever action, a pump, or what is it exactly? I know they had an 1887, was it? That was a lever action? A restoring looks like it's in several hundreds of dollars. Do you recommend trying to rebuild myself? That's up to you. I had done only one rebluing so far, and it was my first one, and the barrel came out pretty good. The trigger set didn't come out the best because it's case hardened, so that doesn't go through. It's a pump. So it's a model 1897. When's it made? And my dog's scratching on the door. She wants to come in. Joshua, what's your description? You would need to get a good quality thin oil into both the swinging mechanisms and the release to gently work it back and forth until it opens. Yes, Eastern Washington's a good gunsmither guy too. So built in 1917. Yeah, that's up to you. I mean, sure, it might not be the best, just like mine isn't. I just got this brand. I got a kit of it. It's a nice basic cold bluing. If you want it the high-end deep bluing where they like chemical it in, that stuff's outrageous, and you can't really do it yourself unless you've got a big bath to put it in. I have the chemicals to do it, but I use those chemicals for other stuff, like cleaning parts. Do they still make a 2520 ammo? 3220, yes. 2520, I don't think so. So I find it myself and reload it. Can you brand of ammo? Old Dominion. So 3220, there's a couple companies that are like these cowboy companies. Let's see, I've got a box of new stuff. So this company here, Ventura Heritage, they make the 3220. I looked to see if they make the 2520 as well, but I didn't see it. Winchester, I don't think makes it anymore, so that's an old box of it. Remington used to. Remington also used to make the 2520 because I have boxes of it. So did Winchester. Let's see. I was gonna get some bluing on a 1960s Marlin 3030 that came out. All right, nice. Liz says I was going to get the Polymer Taurus M605 357 Magnum for my raw holster and Mike Boy both. It's up to you. Yeah. The problem with the revolver, they stick out a lot, so I'm not sure if you want that up on top or not. But it definitely would be lighter because it's a polar. Unless you stuck it in between. Just to say it how it is. Let's see. My guns were recently stolen after a range trip. Someone broke into my car while I was in the sporting store. But I'm working on getting new stuff. Dude. Hey, thanks, Aaron. Appreciate it. Sure enough, look at that. We hit 480. Yeah, you're welcome. Like I said, I just started doing restorations of shotguns probably the last 6 months. I love fixing these thingies. It's a side strap. Okay. Yeah, that'd probably work. Because I know that, with the cylinder, it would stick out a little farther, so a flatter gun would be more concealable. Let's see here. Yeah, Aaron, what's his name here up taller? Eastern Washington knows a lot. He's a gunsmith, if I recall, so maybe look him up. I live in Kodiak Island, where saltwater is present in my 32 and NPD, even though I don't take it out much. More bears are common. Oh, does it get rusty out there, probably? Low average. Real average dad just popped up. He's doing it. He just did a short. The 605 comes with a small grip and a large grip and the tool for changing. Okay. Yeah, Paul Witt has some Taurus. He's the other one who has a revolver. I forgot about that, a poly revolver. But I just saw it on his channel and we were talking about it. Somebody was. Him and Papa Pew Pews have the poly revolver from Taurus. So yeah, he would probably be a better person to ask which one would be better for carrying on top. Because some people have, chest holsters or the ones that go underneath the arms like the 80s movies had. They would have their 45 Colts or 45 ACP 1911s. Do you know that 605 has built-in lock behind the hammer? Don't know. Yeah, ask Paul. Ask Paul Witt. I'm going to see what Micah is up to. Okay, later. Those are some big guns. Make sure your setup is comfortable. Yeah, that's what I was wondering too, especially being up on top. You don't want any chafing. Like, I wouldn't even want chafing up there if I had a heavier gun for myself, being a guy. I'm wondering if you can show the older firearms you have. So, depends on what you mean. So, these are older. These are early 1900s. That Colt is. This is this one here is a late 1800s, early 1900s. This one here is the early 1900s. This is the late 1800s, late 1800s. This Mauser is the 1939, 1938. These are both 43 militaries. That black powder here is late 1700s, early 1800s. These two are early 1900s. These two are late 1800s. That single shot 410 is early 1900s or late 1800s. Those two shotguns I'm working on are late 1800s. This one's a mid 1800s. It's 1870. All of these, I believe, from here down are late 1800s. This one is a 16 gauge Kalashnikov made in the 80s or 70s. So, that's a lot of them I have. In here, I have a lot of pistols that are late 1800s. Hopefully that makes sense for you, Tuckeroff. I have a Tuckeroff, by the way. Carl, it should be comfortable because under the arm. Yeah, that should be okay. As long as it's not too big where it chafes against under your arm as well as the side of your arm. That's what I would be worried about if it was my own. That's why I'd be wanting something I think that's why a lot of people used to, even though these are heavier, have a 45 like this because they're thinner. So they sit shorter. They're even thinner than, a modern 9mm. Versus a revolver, you got the big old bulge there, Usually, it's wrapped in leather. You got a leather hole. Do you have a Lee Enfield? I do. So let me take you off the stand here. Sorry. Welcome, by the way, Centra Viewmont. You were here last night or the night before. Appreciate you coming by. So I have a Lee Enfield right here. It's a 303 British. I think it's called a Mark IV number 1 or something like that. It's really nice. It has been sporterized, but other than that, it's a tack driver. It's made in 43. My other Lee Enfield is actually this one here that's made in Nepal. This same Lee Enfield 577 Schneider was, it's right there. It was made at the same factory that the Enfields were made in 1870s. Anyways, hopefully that answers your question. Just try it out before you buy it. Yeah, maybe you want to do that. If you already have a holster, well, thing is, you'd buy the holster according to what gun you bought. To say if you could, try it out, but want to go on a Glock 41, but it's too big. Yeah, Glocks are too bulky for carrying up top like that. They just are. Sorry, Glock. You guys, that's just it. Leather Browning AT5, 20 gauge, gold trigger, and engraving out the Yang Yang. I have vertical stripes, clear coat. Would you redo it or leave it? What year is it? Like, is it fairly old? I mean, I would probably. You're saying so vertical grips in the. Or you're saying it's a shotgun, so it has like vertical grips like this. Like those are waves in the wood, like a tiger look. Is that what you're talking about? That one's a American Arms, late 1800s. It's like 1888, something like that. Sorry, 1898. Like I'm not touching that thingy, other than I need to restore. It's missing the lock handle for the handle there. Waves in the clear coat, as in someone did a bad clear coat. So you could lightly sand it with like 220 and then respray the stock, I guess. Or maybe even a little bit more after the second and third coat. It's up to you, I guess. It depends if it actually has a clear coat. You have an old shotgun? Cool. Exposed hammer or no? I like these exposed hammers. I like throwing those things. And shooting them with the old brass. Thanks for the subscription. Someone gave me one more. I appreciate it. We're at 481 now, folks. Thank you. Okay, thanks, my friend. You're welcome. It's a Browning. Oh, wow. Do I have any Browning? Trying to think. Do I have any Browning? Browning's so expensive. They make a 22 that looks like a 1911. I love to get that thing, but it's so expensive. It's like $600 something. Browning autoloader. Nice. What gauge? 16? Or is it a 20 or 12? Those are nice. Thanks for the subscription someone just gave me. I've seen a 16 autoloader. I forget what it was called. There's a certain name they call those ones. That was at a swap meet. Decent price. Hey, welcome back, Sing. How's it going? It's a 16 gauge. Ooh, nice, nice. Yeah, those ones they're hard to find, 16. I have a 16 gauge. That one's a 16 gauge on top from Yugoslavia. It's a Kalashnikov M75, if I recall. It's a 16 gauge. Double barrel. Hey, welcome, Reaper. H&R. What we got here? You like H&R shotgun desert? I don't have any H&R shotguns. I have some H&R pistols. They're like old revolvers from like the late 1800s. Let's see. Julio, welcome. I got a Shockwave shotgun, 3-inch barrel. They say it's a Navy SEAL pick 12 gauge. Wow. 3-inch barrel, dude. That thing's gonna kick out of your hand like you what? What's the safe? Oh, what's in it? Some other goodies. I can't show everything. There's got to be stuff for you to see. I need to see the SIG P20 Nice. But at 260 pounds, no problem. Sometimes I thoroughbred a cheetah if I'm dressed in light clothes. Nice. Good job. Need to get more 16 gauge ammo. Yeah, it's kind of hard to find. And obviously it's more expensive than 12. I think it's about the same price as 20, but it's harder to find. I found a box in my local gun shop, so I have one box. I did like 3 shots. I probably have like 4 shotguns in the safe, probably 10 more handguns, maybe more. A couple rifles in there, and then my van that I went did a shooting on Saturday that I did shorts of. If you look at my shorts, I did some on Saturday. They're in my van. I haven't taken them out yet because I can't find my keys. Hey, welcome, Andre. Thanks for coming by. If you like this stuff, double tap that screen. We'd really appreciate it. If you like it a lot, go ahead and subscribe. Let's see. I think it would be a cool idea to show the old box of ammo and the obsolete cartridges. Let me put that. Good idea. Because I have a couple things that are obsolete and some things that are extremely hard to find. Yeah. You too, brother. God bless to you, Eastern Washington. Thank you for spreading the love, giving us space, letting us talk whatever, and being a help to those who are in need there. Appreciate that. And a 410 hand shotgun looks like a pirate cannon. Cool. I would love to have that. Would you mind putting out some of those H&R revolvers? Yes, I think I at least have one. So we want the TTI Canic. We want old ammo types and the H&R revolvers. I have a decent amount of Ivor Johnsons and like 2 Allen and Hopkins too. 212s. I don't mess with other size shotguns. They're the easiest, Carl. I understand why. Welcome, Weeper. How's it going? Sorry, Reaper, not Weeper. You're not weeping, right? Yeah, I hope I find them too because I don't want to break a window. Yeah, I have my 357 mag in there, some other handguns, some other rifles. I collect old ammo and ammo boxes. Okay, I don't collect old ammo other than if I find it in a box at a swap meet that's oddball. I'll just, in that stash there's some oddball stuff in there that's kind of more rare, as well as some other boxes. There's this guy that sells ammo at the swap meet, and he has a box full of all old stuff. And so I'll sort through if it's stuff for my little collection there. And then sometimes there's stuff I'll actually shoot out of there. So H&R revolvers, old ammo types. That was Paul who said that. We'll put those out tomorrow night. And then the other fella wanted my Canic. Where did I write that down? He wanted the TTI Canic out for tomorrow. I don't know if he'll show up or not, but I'll stick it out. I don't remember his name. Hey, welcome back, Central Vermont. Do you have an M1 Garand? I do not. I'd love to get one of these days. What's the single action? The one in the very back? I actually have 2 of them there. Or single action. Okay, so this is a 45 Cimarron case hardened. And we have a rolling block number 4 Remington 32 rimfire. And that one in the back is a 25 rimfire made by Stevens. Let's see. Hey, welcome, Radio. Seuss, welcome. And these are, that's a double action there. This one's a single action, triple safety. And that one is a double action. That's a Colt, and this one's a Colt. Welcome to the chat, Rainbow Wombat. I remember you from me last night, I believe. Thank you. Hopefully that answered your question about the single action. Aaron, welcome to chat. Don't think I've seen you. What is that lever action? I have the same one. Round barrel. That one is a, I would like to get a 3840 someday. That's a 3220. So that would be this one here. 3220. And that revolver here is a 3220 as well. Thanks for stopping by the way. I do have a 2535 right here. That one's a 2520, and this one's a 3030. That's a modern one, though. I also have a Model 99 Savage. That's a lever action, and a 10-gauge shotgun Model 1901, made in 1901. Thanks for the subscriptions. This is the type of content I sub for. Thank you, Nathan Johnson. I appreciate it. So, Nathan, we start 6 o'clock. Try to do every day 6 o'clock Arizona time. And I also do requests, like say if you think you want to see a certain gun, if I have it. Say if you say, do you have a 50 BMG, and you stick that in the chat. I'll say, no, I don't. But maybe someone says, do you have a 45 Colt shooting gun? I'll say yes, and it's right here, of course. But just say it wasn't there. I'll put it there the next day on the table. That way you can see it. Welcome, Julio. You're back. My favorite handgun is that 1911, of course, 357. I have a 357. It's just not here. Wait, where are you from? I might get the Browning. I'm from Arizona. How do you like some of the newer ammo, like the Nosler? I only have one Nosler. It's a 3030. You mostly an older caliber guy or love them all? I like them all. M grounds are fun. I'm sure they. Oh yeah, the ping. Welcome Sosa. Welcome, welcome. I don't have any Daisy BB guns. Not anymore. Thank you, official Peanut, for coming to the chat. Talks. You have a 94-22. Nice. That would be sweet. What kind of the slugs you would recommend for smoothbore? Unfortunately, I do not know. I've rarely shot any slugs, so I have shot these in my smoothbore 12 gauge. That's a Sears and Roebuck model 1200, which technically is a Remington 1200. It was accurate as ever. I was like 100 yards away and blew up a fence post, no problem. So it worked fine with that. You're in Washington. Nice. Thank you very much. It was my grandpa's. Guess the standard was October barrel. Okay. Yeah, that one's an octangular barrel. Do you have an X macro? I do have a. Welcome to the chat, Levi. I have a 365 macro. I don't think it's considered the X macro. No, I do not have a 50 cal. I was just saying if I did, like say if someone requested it, I would say no, I don't have it. I do have a macro. It is a 356. I have a short of me shooting it. If you'd like to see that, that's on my channel. Okay, what's the handgun laws? As long as you're older than 21, I think Arizona. Actually, Arizona might be 18. The 330 has so much kick. 330? Or do you mean the 3030? I do not have a Browning high power, unfortunately. I would put it there. Yes, Nosler is a funny name. Slugs are fun. Yeah, they kick like crazy. Welcome a cajon, bastardo. Okay. Welcome. Thought you had a daisy in the background. No, I do not. That is not a daisy. Slugs are like Hulk. Yeah, right. Slugs are. Yeah, Welcome. Let's see. Get a CNR. Yes, I would like to somehow. Oh, I love to see old revolvers. Thank you. Aaron says, I have a lot of really nice modern guns, but I'm just getting into my walk in the wood guns phase, and would want something cool, but not something everything has. Any recommendations? Good question. While I'm thinking that over, someone asked if I have an AK. I have a Kalashnikov with the red wood right over there by the AR. It's a real Kalashnikov. It's not a fake. It's something with wood that would drop a bear. As in a lever action, you could get a 500. They make a 500 lever action. That would take a bear down, no problem. A 4570 would. A 3030 probably would, no problem. Your favorite AK, the Kalashnikov? Yeah, I really like mine. I only have one. That thing was pricey. 1,400 buckaroos. So yeah, I mean, it's up to you. Lever actions definitely can put a bear down. You could get some pistols that would be able to. A 10 could, but it's not wood. You could get a 460 and put wood grips on it, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend keeping the rubber grips because you want a good grip. I was thinking a 1907 30-06, but it was kind of heavy. Perhaps World War II soldiers. Yeah, no joke, right? I mean, that would work, but yeah, they're heavy and they kick. 30-06 kick. Have you heard of the Dark Tick Trunon? Nope. It was one of the first caseless ammunition. I have the few trundles of it. Nice. Look into some Makarov pistols. I have a Makarov. It shoots a 380. But he said he wants something that would take a bear down. A Makarov would not. He'd be like swatting those off like flies. These are going to be sold fast. So anything for sale? Nope, nothing for sale, Julio. Wooks furniture is always an option. Yeah, that's true. Yes. Nothing's for sale. Nope, we're not allowed to sell anything on YouTube. It's not a gun site. We don't do that. Even gun brokers and sellers can't mention that stuff. Like the Boss, their gun store, or King of Camo. I mean, there is a 308 Savage Mark Generation 1 there that I don't have a use for. So there is that. We need to find another home for it. A 610 for bear. I know my 460 would work. Thank you, Paul. I'm on the younger side. So many of these nice older guns are just getting more and more rare, like old pythons. Yeah, old pythons, well, even new pythons, are just crazy expensive. You're 29. Okay, I'm 35, so we're not too far apart. I have a couple friends that are 29. Yeah, pythons in general are outrageous. You are paying a little bit for the name, just like Colt. You're paying some for the name. In Vermont, find another home like it's a lost dog. Yeah, right. But unfortunately, lost dogs are free. We don't give out these for free. You know what I mean? Oh. Whoops, just knocked over an ammo box. Let's see. I'm 28 and keep grinding, dog. Oh, he's the same age. Look at that. I've got a Saturday Night Special types. I have two of them. They're both 25 ACP. You want to see those in the chat next time? I can make that as a request and put it on the table. You've been wanting to get a 3008 for real, for real. Okay. Well, I have one with a scope that needs to find a new home. Yeah, you want me to put it on the Rainbow Wombat? I can put it as a request, and we start at 6 o'clock in the evening. That would be Arizona time zone. We're Mountain Standard, but we do not do daylight savings time. All right, so Rainbow Wombat wants to see my Saturday night specials. Saturday night specials. Okay, we'll put those on there. For tomorrow's live, I got to get a lot of cool modern guns with my military. Nice. Yeah, because the nice thing, if you live in California and you're an active military or police, you can get stuff a regular person cannot get. That's what's cool about that. Some of that stuff, as well as you can get stuff, I think, in other countries. I got some night armament and dinner. Ooh, nice, brother, nice. But I think I might go with a lever action Winchester 5, the gun they made from the Russians. They made for the Russians. Yeah, I have two pistols that run 25 ACP. Those Saturday night specials that I'll put on there tomorrow. Rainbow Wombat just requested those. 32 auto. Let me see here. I have a pistol that shoots 32 auto. Technically, it's supposed to only shoot 32 Smith & Wesson short. But I have shot the 32 autos in it. Surprisingly, thankfully, it hasn't blown it up. I didn't realize that. But, let's see here. Never mind, I don't have a side holster for the Taurus, but they have one in the middle. Okay. No body, first aid certified. I am not. I don't have any body armor. I carry first aid kit in my van all the time, and every time I hike, I do that. Saturday Night Special Liz, are these brands that companies made that people would buy super cheap for like $100 in the 80s and 70s, maybe early 90s too. They were like 100, 120 bucks. They were like 22s, 25 ACP, 32 ACP, and 380s. There was like a lot of companies like Braco, Jennings, which they were kind of the same, Lorson, Raven, some other brands like that. Hey, Cody, welcome. Don't know if you remember me, but I'm here. There was a couple Codys. I was the MMP. Yes, now that you said that, I do remember that, because at the time I had two 5.7 sitting on the counter. Meant, do you have any Saturday night special? I do, Liz. I have two of them. So Rainbow Wombat, asked if I could put those on the table tomorrow. So he requested if I can put them on tomorrow's live. So we're going to put them on the table tomorrow's live. It helps keep getting people back into the lives so I can get my likes and stuff. I'm a first aid certificate. I took a class. Good for you. My brother is in that too. He recently updated his first aid in CPR class and all that. It's going to get some Jennings. So I have a Jennings that was the cheapest gun I ever bought from a pawn shop. It was under one Benji. And correct, Saturday Night Specials are not the guns most people want to admit to owning, because most of them are junk. Some people say that about the High Point, but I wouldn't put the High Point in a Saturday Night Special because it actually works, and certain ones actually work really well too. Like the 9mm works pretty well. Welcome, S. Driz. What's going on? I love guns. What are we doing here? So we talk about guns. People ask questions about guns. People ask questions about all sorts of stuff. If I have this, that, or the other, or maybe they comment on some of my shorts of shooting or hiking. We do all sorts of stuff. Yeah, you do. You do see that over there. Someone asked for that. Was that you? Cody. Somebody asked for the 2011. It was the Cohen Daniels. He's not in here. Thank you. I've got more than that too. So this is a 2011, 1911 double stack Thesis. Works. Let's see. Looking at those ancient beauties. I know, right? Welcome to the chat, by the way, Nathan. Not sure who you are. I appreciate you coming by. If you want to see some more beauties, ancient beauties, there's some right there. Not the bottom one. And then we got some double barrels over here, a whole bunch of them. The top one's modern, though. It's from the 80s. The rest are from late 1800s. Let's see here. High point carbines are pretty excellent, too. Yeah, they are as well. The Friday Nighters. Yeah, they're just a little better. Although at this point, they're actually a lot better than some of those P320s, right? The Friday Nighters. Hey, guys, thanks for that subscription. If you like this type of stuff, double tap the screen. There's my subscription counter. We're a small channel right now, but we try to do big things, if that makes sense. Yeah, that was a sharp one. Yeah, Friday Nighters. Sorry, I meant to type Dark Dyke Truck first cut. You know why? They didn't want you to write that because it has a word in it they don't like. What do the Thesis 2011 normally cost? This one normally would cost, hey, thanks for those 2 subscriptions. I appreciate it. So Thesis double stack like this. This is their mid-grade. They have a low one, a mid, and a high. Their high one's called a Mac 9, I think. This one's called a Night Stalker. I forget what the lower one's called. This one normally is probably 9, maybe a little more. It's threaded. It had two mags. It already had the red dot. Now I got it. It was lightly used. Maybe had 100 rounds or less through it. I got it for a fraction of that. I think it was like 750 beans, something like that. Let's see here. Mackles, welcome. Thanks, but I've gone here for roughly 10 minutes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Late to the party, quick run through your lever guns. Sure, no problem, Rick C. Let me get you off the stand. We'll show you the lever guns. So this is my oldest lever gun that I own. It is a Winchester 32 WCF made in 1895. It's a model 92. Hex barrel, original finish. It shoots the 3220. Excuse me. Then we have a 3030 Rossi Rio Grande, technically a model 94. And then we have this one here, that's a model 94 2535, early 1900s. The one above it is an early 1900s model 92 Winchester in the 2520. And then I have a lever action shotgun, 10 gauge. That's a model 1901, made in 1901. And then I have a lever action model 99 Savage, chambered in 300 Savage. See you, Nate. Thank you. Do you have any AKs? Thank you for coming by. RNG SCO. I have one. It's a good one. It's a Kalashnikov with the wood furniture. What pistols you got? I've got all sorts. On the counter is a 9mm double stack, 45 ACB, 45 Colt, 9mm. This is a 3220 Colt. This is a Allen Hopkins 38 Smith & Wesson Long. This is a 32 Smith & Wesson Long Colt. Those both Colts are early 1900s. Original finish on both of those. This one's like perfect condition. And then I have a lot of pistols in here. Some in my van because I did a shootout. And I have a couple down in these here. What's your smallest caliber? A 22. Well, technically, no. I have a 17 HMR. Thanks for the subscription, guys. Double tap the screen if you like this stuff. Hey, welcome, Blazing Ranch. How you going? Yes, that is an MP5 clone. But it has MP5 internals. The person I bought it from changed everything out. The Russian-made Winchester is the 1895 that uses the 762x45R stripper clips. It's a Winchester, but is it a lever action? Or no? Yeah, it's an MP5 clone. It has the HK parts in it, though. It's also chambered in 303 British. That would be cool, because that's what this is. I have a Thoroughbree British Lee Enfield right here, and that thing is a tack driver. It's got a little scope on it someone put on. I love that gun. Yeah, welcome to the chat, Gun Blazing Ranch. Which 9mm is that? This is just an FMK. It's the first one I bought. It's nothing really to write home about. The trigger's garbage, but it shoots well. I do not have an M9. I wish. I would like to get an M9 or the modern version of it. My most accurate, it's probably that 338 Lapua right there next to this old Kentucky rifle. They never thought they'd snuggle up together, right? That's made in early 1800s, late 1700s. Yeah, my 338 Lapua would be the most accurate, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it goes 2 miles. That's what they say. I've never taken it that far. Of my pistols, to tell you the truth, it's probably what's in here. Of my revolvers, it's a 460. I shot 250 yards with that on a 12-inch target, no problem. Or no, it was a 6, sorry. But of my semi-auto pistols, I would say it's could be my TTI Canic. Although these two right here are pretty accurate. My 45, this one here, and my TSIS 9mm. Those are both pretty accurate. What caliber is the Kentucky? It's a little bit hard. I think it was Eastern Washington was trying to help me. He thinks it's a 40 or 42. There's like no markings on the thing. I need to do a light restoration on it. Do you have videos with the Kentucky rifle? Just a short. That's all. It just says, hear ye, and it's like 15, 20 seconds long. Yeah, it's 19th century or late 18th. Here, I'll get in closer. So this is like a Fox running. There's the trigger set. It's got the double triggers for accuracy. It's got the brass little door there. It's got brass on the butt and along the edge here. The top edge doesn't have any. Let's see here. And it has the original stick for putting the wadding down. Let's see here, folks. And then on the back side here, it's spaced out and has a Fox on it that's running. And then some of the brass there, and then here's like a duck in flight ready to land. But yeah, it has the original stick. It's octagon barrel, and the rifling's all there still. Do you have a 1911? Yep, right there, brother. That's the one I have right there, and there's a double stack one. What species do you hunt? We have whitetail. I have a tag for whitetail mid-November. And then I have, right now it's dove season. So I'm probably going to go, they just started 2 days ago, September 1st. So I'll possibly do some of that on Saturday. Let's see here. Well, my hunting is done by lottery. So you have to put $15 towards one and hopefully your name gets picked. My name got picked for whitetail. Thanks for that subscription, whoever just gave that. Thank you. Was it converted from flintlock? No, it's original. I believe it's originally a percussion, so it's probably late 1800s. Could run a slightly looser mill ball. Very nice rifle. Yeah. Or you mean mini ball? Yeah, mini ball. You could run through it. I need to figure out what it is. I believe it's roughly a 40. I need to do some measurements. Have guys come tell the tackle on my happy birthday. He's going a giveaway. Okay. Yeah, he said his birthday was tomorrow, meaning today. He told me he was going to start 9:30 his time. He's in Texas, so yeah, that would be about now. Also, what brand of projectiles can you load for 2520? So my 2520 is this one here, right here. It's early 1900s, so it's a little hard to see. I'll try to shove you in there, but I have a box of an old Winchester. I'm not going to shoot those because those are worth some money. And I also have those ones down there, 2520. I have shot out of those. So I reload those. They're Remington cases. That's what we're going to use. Have a good one. Thank you, Zeus, for coming by. I appreciate it. Is that a Scar 9? I do not have a Scar 9. Raven's Arm. That's one of those cheap ones. That's a Saturday night special. Yeah, almost 500. We'll see if that gets to 500. It would be nice. It'd be nice to get maybe 15 past 500, so if they take some away. But the numbers have kind of been fluctuating here with people coming in. We only got 40-something. Got any Kirkanos? I do not. Welcome, authorized personnel. I do not have any Kirkanos. I thought about getting one, but I've heard that sometimes the barrel here on the Kirkanos have problems, as well as certain ammo. Sorry, it reset there. It had a problem. Should I order a Raven Arms? Hey, it's up to you. Ravens, I would say, are the one of the cheapest ones, as well as Lorson. They definitely have problems more than the Jennings or the Braco or Baco. There we go. Put you back on the stands. Thanks, Blazing Ranch. I'm sure you got good stuff too. I need to hop over to yours and make sure I'm subscribed to you. Let me screenshot that. All right. I mean, I would discourage from it. I mean, you can get them for about $100, but I wouldn't buy a Raven. Don't. Yeah, I wouldn't waste your $100. I'd put that towards your holster for your gun that you're going to buy, or ammo. Put it towards ammo. Put it towards some 350 ammo, because I think that's what you're looking at. Gotta go back. Thanks. Yeah, no problem, Zeus. Thank you. So yeah, if you're new in the chat here in the background, this is Desert Army and More. We talk about guns, show guns. I have shorts of shooting, shorts of hiking, of going in caves some. I make requests. Say if someone asks for something in the chat, if they ask, hey, do you have a sniper rifle? I'll be like, yeah. And they're like, oh, can I see it? I'll be like, well, you can see it next live on the table. And so I'll put your name and the rifle or whatever it is you want to see if I have it. If I don't have it, obviously I won't bring it up. So I make requests. If I've got it, it'll be on the table the next live, 6 p.m. Arizona time. Excuse me. Yeah, I appreciate you all coming by. We've got a decent amount of people in here still. Means a lot to small channels. I started about 3 weeks ago of doing lives. So it's been a blessing to get the lives. Really helped with getting the subscriptions up a little. Those are subscriptions there. I've been doing shorts for a little longer, probably a month and a half, 2 months. Something like that. Sorry guys, it just crashed, so I had to sign out for a little bit. You guys there still? I think people were talking and it disappeared. Yeah, people were talking. I'm sorry. What is the name of that peep on that gun? Oh, this one? Or that one? Probably that one, right? Sorry, guys, you were talking, and the thing froze up, and I had to sign back on. You're talking about that one? And then I have this one, too. I don't know if it has a name. Unfortunately, I don't know what they're called other than peep sights. What's the name of the peep sight? Do you have any pepper boxes? I do not. I have a scout rifle, a Mossberg MVP 308. Any scope recommendations with good eye relief? Vortex? Bear Creek Arsenal? I do not have any Bear Creek Arsenal. I think the only thing I have Bear Creek Arsenal is a box of 25 ACP lead. The lever action. I don't know what that's called, unfortunately. I just got a 1936 cavalry rifle. Ammo is outrageous in it. What caliber is it? Is it like some oddball? Yeah, Lorson is the worst. I have a Lorson. Yes, the Winchester 1995 lever action. Sweet. $85. Liz, don't do it. Yeah, don't do it, Liz. Yes, get the 357 mag. Make a pick rail scope mount for it, but I don't want to bubba. Yeah, I wouldn't want to really bubba it. If I get a 357 revolver for EC, I'm going to carry a backup too. Yeah, not bad. Welcome, Swamithan. Swam in Nathan, something like that. Welcome. And Tactic Toke, welcome to it also. 6.5 by 62 mm Carcano. Yes, Carcano ammo is hard to find. PPU, I think, makes it. They're one of the only companies, I think, that still make it, that you can actually find it, unless you can find some old military rounds on Gunbroker. Did you try them? You could try them, Gunbroker. Or on AmmoSeek. You try ammoseek.com. It'll search through all the companies other than Gunbroker that sells it new or new old stock. Just touching the screen, YouTube. Thanks for that subscription, whoever just gave that. Appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are talking. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's like $28 a box. $28 a box for 20 of them? Well, that's not that expensive in my opinion. That's pretty common to pay that much for ammo, for full-size rifle rounds. Yeah, that doesn't seem very expensive to me. Is that PPU? Because there's certain brands. PPU's one that another for 20. Yeah, so you want to make sure that you get enough boxes. Did you try Gunbroker? Okay, so it is PPU. Because sometimes Gunbroker is a little cheaper on shipping. Possibly. It varies by people though. Let's see, 33 people in the chat. Thank you for coming by, guys. If you like this type of stuff, double tap that screen, and subscribing would be very nice as well. I've got shorts of shooting, shorts of looking in caves, shorts of mines. So actually, the mines I haven't posted yet. Shorts of hiking. If you like that stuff, thank you very much. Double tap the screen and subscribe. You guys still there? I think it went dead again. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. If I don't see it, that means it froze up again like it did earlier. There we go. I got something in. I mean, what projectiles do you use to reload? Oh, sure. The 2520s? Okay, you can hear me. Okay, got you. Uno. The 2520s. Where are those at? Let's see if I can find those. I know what I use for the 32s. I have a box of the stuff, like a plastic tin. Let me look for that real quick. Let's see this one here. Yeah. So there's a couple things I can use. So here's a whole bunch that I reloaded right here. These are something, I got the tips online from Gunbroker. The casing, some of them I think I got from Gunbroker, some are just me reloading what I shot. These are Winchester, and then some of them I think are Starline maybe? No, these are all Winchester. So these are 257. Hensley Gibbs, 86 grain mold. Yeah, you could mold them yourself. Welcome to the chat, by the way, Steven. I bought them on Gunbroker from a guy. I got a bag of 100 of them. They're these right here. I forget what I paid for 100 of them. It ended up being maybe 20 cents. No, maybe not quite 20 cents a piece. I forget. But I also have some of these that I got. But I didn't realize they're actually 25 caliber for a rifle. So I was like, oh, they're the right size this way, 257. But I didn't realize they were hollow points. So I actually loaded a couple of them up, but you'd have to do them one at a time. They would be super accurate, but you'd have to do one at a time because it wouldn't rack in the lever. I was thinking of just getting a few boxes and then get a rebuild kit. Yeah, you could do that. You could reload a couple times. I think reloading would be better than oddball like 6.5. Yes, because it is an oddball round. That's kind of like these 2520s, the 3220s that I have. I need to get a die kit for my 2535. You're welcome, and whoever else was helping, thank you. Reloading is the way to go. Yeah, especially with oddball rounds or 338 Lapua. I mean, I do have a source. I do have a source for 338 Lapua where I can get them cheaper than $3 a round. I think it's $32 for 20 of them. No, sorry, $32 for 10 of them. So yeah, they're just over $3 a round. They're like $3.20 a round. But I think I can reload them for a little cheaper than that. I've got some Spear Gold Dot with a soft tip. Let's see, I think I got one of them that I reloaded here. Yeah, this one here. This one's a spear with a soft tip. These are for hunting versus all my other ones, like what this case originally was. It was for long distance match, so it was a different tip. Let's see, 110. Man, that's expensive. For one box, dude, that Halsey Gibbs 86 trainer with 3 grains of bullseye is so awesome for Mr. Winchester. Is that for the 2520? 3 grains of bullseye. Okay, I screenshot that. Authorized, if you reload, you can tune it to your gun. That's true. That's the cool thing about it. Yeah, this would be the biggest. Oh, you got the rifle for 110. Well, that's sweet. This is the biggest bullet I have that I shoot of a rifle. I mean, I have a 10 gauge shotgun, but. But yeah, here's some that I reloaded. It almost looks like a 300 Blackout with the more aerodynamic full metal jacket hollow point. 300 Win Mag. Okay, like 3 hours ago. Cool. That's a 338 Lapua, so it's bigger. See, normally you'd shoot something like this. Normally you'd shoot something like this. Here we go. Right. Come on. But I went and put this on instead, but you have to feed them in one at a time, which is what I do anyways, because I don't like scratching my nice guns. Let's see what we got here, folks. More of you are saying some stuff in the chat. Getting sidetracked on my ammo here. 225 used in North Africa. Okay. The biggest I ever shot was a 300. Okay. I tracked it via the serial number and the proof marks. Took a while, but I found some answers. Nice. The only problem with PPU 6525, they use 264 projectiles on the original side of the projectile from. Yes, that's what I was talking about earlier, where sometimes the ammo is really hard to find. If you shoot those through it, it's going to be a little less accurate. But unfortunately, unless you load them yourself, if you can find ammo that's .268, yeah, they're going to be hard to find .268 ammo that's not already shot. 375. I have not shot a H&R, H&H. Those things I hear kick pretty good. They're a safari rifle cartridge. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Desert. Not Desert. I almost said my own name. Desert Armory. What you call it? Kentucky Ballistics, I think, has a 375, and then he has a 500, 600, and a 700. What do they call those really hot rounds for safari? I'm drawing a blank. Nitros, 700 nitros. I'm 5 away, and I'm gonna just hit 12K. Good. I'm 5 away from 100. Good for you, brother. Hey, shout out to Paul Witt. If you aren't subscribed to him, shame on you. No, I'm joking. You didn't know him. Go ahead and head over to Paul Witt. Paul Witt, can you put your handle in the what you call it, the chat? Subscribe to him. He's only 5 away from hitting 100. Let's get him to that tonight. That would be great. If some of you all could head over to his and then head back, because he's not doing a live right now. He did one earlier. So if you could come back after that or sub later. I'll shop around, but I thought it was just a cool piece of history to know. Yes, I would like to get a Carcano. Is yours the one that has the bayonet on the bottom? Like the bottom of the forend and then flips up like this and then sticks out? Guys, if you like this content, please subscribe. Double tap that screen. There's 48 of you in the chat. If all of you would sub, if you're not subbed to my channel right now, we'd get past 500, and we would love that. Although someone just signed off, so actually we need a little more now while we're pointing at it. Anyways, those big nitros will shake your eyes out of their sockets. Yeah, unless you're like Kentucky Ballistics and say, "I eat weak call for breakfast." Right? Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, if you're new to the chat, we have lever actions. We have a sniper in the corner and a Kentucky rifle we're going to work on some time. We got a couple military ones over here. Then an SKS over here. The Mosquito Cavaliere. Okay. I'll look that up. I just screenshot it. Single shot 410 there. We got an SKS. They die young too. Yeah. Let's see here. Well, he almost did put a thumb in it, right? Kentucky Ballistics, AR, AK, some shotguns working on the corner. A 5.77 Schneider from mid 1800s. Got a whole bunch of double barrel shotguns, which is even a 10 gauge on the bottom there. Cavalry rifle version is M91. Okay. Screenshot that. I want to look those up sometime because I would like to get one. We got 2 little shotguns up here that are called garden guns. They are rimfire 9mm Flobert. Kind of an oddball thing. Still working on those a little bit. I'm actually converting this one to shoot 38 Colt, which is kind of cool. I have some boxes of them down there and a whole bunch of them. The nice thing, if they don't work on that, you can shoot 38 Colt in a 357 mag, which I got a whole bunch of them. I got 500 rounds for like $180. Yeah. Anyways, guys, appreciate you coming by. This is Desert Armory and More. Hey, welcome, Matthew. A properly built heavy rifle is not a problem. The 7 H&8 is ridiculous, but the 5.77 and 600 are easy. A 5.77 Schneider, which is in that corner, or do you mean the 5.77 Mattini Henry? 5 minutes lesson, and nearly everyone can handle it. Right? Yep. Like I have a 500 Smith & Wesson revolver and a 460. I just bought a rear protection sling for it. It was slightly just a belt. If you get one, just remember you have to buy a clip for. Okay. Fun fact: Winchester bought out a Canadian firearms company called Cooey and made the rifles like the Winchester Cooey 64B. Somehow, well, neat. I'm gonna screenshot that. Hey, welcome back, George. How's the dad doing? How you feeling? Hello, I'm here just feeling better. I just want to watch you stream and think about another thing. Yeah. Oh, the 5.77 Nitro. Yeah, that's no joke. Yeah, they're. I've never shot them, but hey, if anybody's a praying people, George is having some struggles in his family right now. He said his dad got hit by a car, so he's at the hospital, and he recently got shot himself a couple weeks back, so he's recuperating from that. He's a security guard, and then family member of his has cancer, so God's putting him through the ringer right now, so he needs our prayers. Pray for him. Let's give him our support. He was on earlier, and I told him, just unless you need this as an escape, but your parents and family need you, go to them. So he's back. A couple 450 nitro cartridges. Okay, those are something I don't have in my collection. I have a 460 Smith & Wesson pistol. That would be a 450 nitro. Yeah. Be at peace, George. Yeah, he needs our help. He needs some encouragement. You know, sometimes when that happens, you know, it's hard to get back up again. You know. Yep. Yeah, if you like this stuff, guys, double tap the screen. We'd really appreciate that. If you got questions about whatever's on the table, let me know, or something you saw on the wall. If you have a request for something you'd like to see, maybe you're like, hey, do you have, I don't know, 357 Magnum? And if I have it, I'll be like, yeah, I'll put it on next live tomorrow at 6 p.m. Arizona time, and you'll see it here on the table. So subscribe, turn on the notifications, and if you want to see what you requested for, it'll be on the table tomorrow. Half of this or more was requested yesterday, so that's why we have it on the table. One cool thing about the M91 is you can use the safety to decock the bolt by pulling the trigger and tilting the rifle. You just hope you tilt it the right way, otherwise there's going to be a lot of NDAs in the ceiling, huh? Or someone's foot. All right, need to go back to work. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Thank you, Tucker Off Tom, for coming by. Appreciate it. I don't know if you were in here yesterday or not. I believe you're new. Thank you. Yes, I am, Steve. Here I am. Sorry. Yes, I am a believer. Sorry, my hair might have some flakes in it. I was working early today. I'm a handyman. Thankfully, today I wasn't in an attic. I was the other day, but I am a believer. I believe God does answer prayers in our timing. Sorry, not in our timing, in His timing, which takes a lot of patience. Recently, I had a sermon about patience, and I needed that just as much as anybody else, especially a lot of things in life you wait for a long time. Marriage or some special thing or whatever. Loved ones become saved. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes, trusting in God is the way. With the safety, of course, yeah, no joke. When you're decocking that, yeah. All right, we'll put you back to the other side. We need to turn our screen back on. It went off. It's got a 10-minute delay, and I can't adjust it more for some reason. All right, folks, we got a couple more subscriptions. Guys, we need 5 more subs, and we'll be at 500. Hey, Focus. Welcome again. You must have been in the background. And bye, Steve. Thanks for coming by. Oh, guys, we need 4 more now. Thank you, guys. If we could get about 520, We should be able to get those reeled back. If there's any fakes, we should be able to be good. All right, Mr. Cohen, you wanted to see the 2011. Welcome, by the way. Welcome back. Just making your rounds. Thank you, Focus. Appreciate it. Thanks for double tapping that screen. Cohen, could you double tap that screen, please? And I know you're subbed. You wanted to see my 2011. There it is. You made the request last night, and there she be. It's got a red dot, just a cheaper one. It came with the gun. It had maybe 50 shots through it, maybe 100 when I bought it at a pawn shop, sorry. TSIS double stack Night Stalker. It likes 124 grain or higher. 115s, it doesn't always rack pop properly. My tongue is all messed up. Sorry, guys. By the way, welcome. Let's see, the safety kind of sucks, though, because they stamped a waffle pattern on it, so when you try to put it on, it takes it off. Well, that's dumb. And then if your finger was near there, yeah, twisting really cuts in your finger. Dude, that's a little dangerous sounding. Guys, look, we got $4.99. Could we get some more subscribers in the chat, please? 34 people watching. I know not all of you are subscribed. I can hear you in the background whispering in your conscience saying, should I not? Look at that. Thank you for listening to that. 501. Thank you, guys. Let's get that to 520. And then it should be good when it rolls back, when YouTube sorts through all the guys that are fake. 501 subscriptions. Guys, 2 thumbs up. Round of applause. Thank you. I'm back for 1 second. I wish I could send you some 32 rimfire ammo, but I don't know. You're from Canada? Like, you can send it to Arizona, no problem. We can send ammo to Arizona, no problem. You can ask, see what your laws are. 32 rimfire I do not have. I need to buy the brass cartridges that you can press a 22 like cap. YouTube, I've been doing shorts for probably a month and a half, 2 months. Lives I've been doing for what was it? 3 weeks roughly, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, just do it, guys. Be like the Nike saying, just do it. Just push that subscribe button. Double tap that screen, mate. You know all about it. We're from down under over here. From Scotland, maybe, instead. We could be. No, we're from Arizona. USA. We're from the USA, folks. I started making videos May of last year. Okay, good for you. So you do have a channel. I believe I screenshot you already to look you up, but I'll screenshot back. I don't remember if you were here yesterday. I think you were. So if you're public, if your channel's public, I would have been able to subscribe. Not gun content, just commentary. Okay. It's not like us. Nike is an example, right? 502. Thank you, guys. Okay, I'll check into that for you. One of my local gunshots of 5 boxes of rimfire made by Dominion. Okay, so we haven't had Dominion here. In the States, they had one that they made in the 70s, 80s, and 60s, I think. That was called Navy or something like that. It shows a picture of an old Navy firearm. Edward Doctino, welcome back. You were here yesterday. I remember the name. Welcome. How are you? I don't remember if you're subscribed or not, but if you aren't, we just got over 500. Do you mind double tapping the screen? If you're not subscribed, could you? We'd really appreciate that. These are from the 30s. Okay, they'll be fine. I mean, sure, they're rimfire, but they should be okay yet. How much are they over there? Because rimfire here is just pretty expensive. The 25 rimfires, which are, I have a little 2 boxes of them right there. The bottom one's 25 rimfire shorts. It was like 80-something bucks. The top one is longs. That one was over 100. Which 32 rimfire usually goes for about the same price, unless you can, get one under the radar. Which those 25 shorts were cheaper than they normally sell for. Edwin, how are you doing? ¿Cómo estás, hermano? Did it freeze up again, guys? Can you hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I think my end might have froze again. Let me see. Let me sign off and I'll be right back in. Hey guys, I'm back. Yes, it did freeze up. I had to sign out and put back in. Yeah, I can. Okay. We can't hear you. Okay, 3220. Yes, it is. Good for you. So, this here is a 3220. It's a Colt, and this lever action right here is a 3220. This is from 1895 Octagon barrel, 3220, and this is from early 1900s. It's a Colt, 38 Super or 10 millimeter. Which one I prefer? George, I'm not sure. I've never shot a 38 Super. I would love to get one. Um, I'm not sure where I would find one. They're a little bit hard to find around here, as well as, well, maybe here might be fairly easy. I'm not sure, but I could just get one ordered in, I guess. Ammo's a little harder to find, although a lot of people in Mexico have 38 Supers. And so I'm right next to the border. I could almost throw a rock to it. Not quite, but I'm that far south in Arizona here. My friends live right next to the border. It's their property of 10 acres, and then there's another 10-acre lot, and then it's the border fence and the border road, and then the main big fence. Well, 38 Super is just a little bit more bugged than 18 millimeter. What do you mean by bugged? I know they're like a stretch 38. They're kind of, aren't they similar to a what do you call that? 38 special shell, just a lot more powerful. What about 40 Smith & Wesson? Is that just a police thing? People buy it. 40 millimeter or 40 Smith & Wesson is like that middle child that kind of just gets bumped around. Oh, more powerful than a 10? Wow. I do have a 10 mil. It's a Glock, my only Glock I have. Yeah, the 40 mil or Smith & Wesson kind of reminds me of that middle child. What it was is the police and whatnot, the forces wanted a more powerful gun than a 9, but not as snappy, as powerful as a 445, because for smaller hands, for guys or ladies, they didn't want that, so they developed the 40, if I recall. Yeah, $3 my state, it's communist. I know. That's where I got my Glock. And I only could get a Glock of a 10 mil. Well, I could get a revolver that was a 10 mil, or a Kimber 1911 model 10 mil, or the Glock 10 mil. And they only had one option, so it's like, well, the Glock 10 mil was the cheapest, even though it's still $500 something. Drinking some coffee. Good for you. Trying to stay awake. I don't drink coffee that often this late. Well, we're 8:08. Speaking 8:08, FAL Man might be live. Pistol Pete is. Tactical Llama is. Yep, FAL Man is live. Who else is? Nobody else. How's my battery doing on this thing? 30%. Let's see. Might have my brother buy me an ARP and pick it up. He lives out of state. I would keep quiet about that. That would be nice, though. We can have those here, no problem, as long as it has a brace on it. I mean, you could put a brace like, this over here, this MP5 clone, is I can put a folding or a collapsible, and it's still considered a pistol. Unless I stick a solid stock, then it's not. Hey guys, thanks for that sub, whoever just gave it to me. Oh, now they took it away. Oh well, never mind. You could put it back, please. Coffee is my drug. I like it because it makes me feel chill and relaxed. Yeah, you're right. Coffee does that. It's a comforting feel. Guys, there's 58 of you in the chat. Could you double tap that screen if you like this type of stuff? Maybe you like it a lot. Would love to see more content. Subscribe. Turn the notifications on. Yes, we just went past 500. It'd be nice to get about 520 before we quit, so that if YouTube rules out any bugs, they won't take a whole bunch away, hopefully. Last night they took like 3 or 4, which was fine. Another time they took 42. That was not fine. That is a clone, correct. It's a Century Arms, but it does have HK parts inside. It's full of HK internals. I bought it that way. Customer, or I should say the guy I bought it from already exchanged all amount. Thank you. Thank you, George. I knew you did. You're good at that. Appreciate that. I also make requests. Like, say if you want to see a certain gun, ask if I have it. If I have it, I will put it out on the table tomorrow's live, 6 p.m. Arizona time, and you'll see it on the table if I have it. Have you seen John Dillinger's full auto 1911 Super? I haven't. I should screenshot that. I don't think so. Yes, Century Arms does some pretty good stuff. They're one of the better, I think, was it another company makes it too, but Century Arms does pretty good stuff. Bro, brother, gotta go. I'm gonna get some sleep. Yes, get your sleep, George. And I hope your dad gets to feeling better. You yourself gets to healing good, and the other family member that had cancer. And we're still praying for you, George. Hang in there. God's got you. Keep trusting in Him. He'll get you through. Yours the PTR9. Yeah, that would be the very similar one. The one that would be really neat to get is called instead of MP5, I think it's called a MK5 maybe. It's kind of smaller, more petite, and it's got a foldable or collapsible too. Century Arms make them, and of course HK does. Let's see here. Yep. Alrighty. 502 subscriptions. Guys, there's 60 of you in the chat. I know not all of you are subscribed, pretty sure. You mind double tapping that screen, subscribing? We'd really appreciate it. AP5K. Okay, that's what it's called. I wouldn't mind getting one of those. They look really cool. I believe it's the Century Arms ones are the same magazine. So if I would get one of those, the 3 mags that's coming in the mail, they had some on sale at one of the places for $33 a piece. They were 20% off. I was like, whoa, I got to grab these. Because those are normally 50 something each. As far as I know, they're interchangeable, the mags. Some sweet guns you got there. Thank you, Lord Vader 44. I don't remember if you were here yesterday or not. If you aren't and you like guns, double tap the screen. If you could subscribe, we're trying to get about 520 tonight. That way, once YouTube goes through all the bots, hopefully we're still at 500. So if you like that type of stuff, we got all sorts of stuff. Shorts of shooting. We got a sniper over there and a Kentucky rifle against it. Lever actions. Lots of ammo, AK, AR. We got an SKS over there. Got some old stuff in the corner there. Some old double barrels. If you like that stuff, double tap the screen and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Subscribing and double tapping helps the algorithms with YouTube, so that way they don't keep blocking our 2A content. Unfortunately, YouTube is very liberal, and they will find every excuse in the book to try to block our content, to take our subs away, and to do all sorts of stuff that is not very nice when we're trying to exercise our Second Amendment right. So anyways, but if you aren't careful, you will shoot your hand with it. Yes, because it's really small. The handle is right towards the front. And if you put a fun switch on it, better watch out. You better not shoot your hand off tomorrow or tonight. Right? Hey, Zachary Gurn from Utah. I can see that. Thank you. How are you doing? It's been a while since I've been in Utah. Only time I've been up there is the airport. But by the way, how you doing? Maybe you know the other fellow who's up there. I'm in Arizona, Southern. Utah Dad, below average Utah Dad. Maybe you watch him. Really nice channel. He was on. Man, he might be on now. I'm not sure. But thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, the subs help out a lot. Yeah, I hear they're fun as well as the super safety. I wouldn't mind getting one for that one. That would be pretty cool once I get a brace for it. Either super safety or an FRT. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, Zachary. We talk about guns. We do shorts of shooting, shorts of disassembly, shorts of hiking, shorts of just a couple miscellaneous stuff in there. Sometimes some of my work. I'm a handyman, so I post some of that stuff too. They make a super safety for the Taurus TX20 for reals. That'd be cool. I know they just started making them for the Glock, someone said. But yeah, if anybody in the chat likes that type of stuff I just mentioned, go ahead and double tap the screen and subscribe. We're trying to get this to 520 roughly, 515. Hey, someone subbed. Thank you. Utah Dad, he's cool. I've had some live stream chats with him. Yeah, he's a great guy. Yes, I'm from Arizona. Utah is kind of central west. I am south. I am southern Arizona. I'm right next to the border. And I just got rid of my... Oh, buggers. You just got rid of it. Now the fun switch came out and you can't have it. For you and the chat, is there a 2-position FRT for an AK? I do not know. Yeah, right. Humor, right. Um, I know they make a 3-position. Delta Tactical makes a 3-position for the AR, but I don't know about anything else. They might, like one semi and full. It would be not. It's not full actually. Well, it'd be kind of that position. Um, it would technically be a 3 because you got your safety, your semi-auto, and then your FRT or your super safety, whatever. I don't know what setup it has. Some of them are only 2, where they're just a safety or the other position, the fun mode. And then some are 3. I know Delta Tackle has a 3-position for the ARs. I almost bought one. They had them on sale for $3.99. Yeah, that would be nice. Uh-huh. Sad the TX22 is a great little 22. What did you replace it with? Safe, semi, and full. Yes, correct. If you want to call it full. It's sort of that way. Is that a Smith & Wesson Model 3 on the table? Which one? I don't have any Smith & Wessons here. So I have a Colt right here. That's a Colt Police Positive. It shoots the 32 Smith & Wesson longs. This one's a Allen and Hopkins and Allen 38 Smith & Wesson long. This one is a Colt 3220 Police Positive, and that one is a 45 Colt Cimarron brand case hardened. N-Specs Innovation has one for the AK. Okay, let me screenshot that because maybe if I ever want one on mine. Thanks for putting that. I haven't done any research on them yet. This is a TSIS double stack 1911. We have our mil-spec 1911 in Springfield. I traded it for a 4570 lever and an old double brake that was in pieces. Okay. What brand's a 4570? This is just my first FMK 9mm that I got. Yes, that's a pretty nice one. I really like that one. I wanted that mil-spec look without the siliconized key. You can get a trigger. You can get a mil-spec with a skeletonized, but I wanted the one that looked more like the World War II one. So that's the one we got. Let's see. I have other top brakes. The other top brakes I have are Ivor Johnson's. One's a 32 Smith & Wesson... a 32 Colt short. And... is it? No, it's a 32 Smith & Wesson short, which are very hard to find. Those are longs. And then I have one that's the same as this, a 32 Smith & Wesson, 38 Smith & Wesson long. Too many numbers to remember. Hey, welcome, Rajai. If you like this type of stuff, please double tap the screen and subscribe. Here's our subscription counter. We do requests as well. Maybe you see something you want to see up closer or you don't know if I have it. Make a mention in the chat, and if I have it, it'll be on the table next live, 6 p.m. tomorrow. Zachary, got to run. Looking forward to your videos. Thank you. Yeah, I have a lot of shorts. Look them up. Thank you so much for coming by. No, that Allen's and Hopkins. Yes, it looks like a Smith & Wesson. You're right. It is not. But it's pretty cool, though. It's weird. So it's called the Safety Police Triple Action Safety or something. And instead of a single action being you pull the trigger back, the hammer back, and then pull the trigger, you just pull the trigger and it moves the hammer. Interesting, yeah. You have a Glock 19 first copy. This is a copy of a Glock 19, roughly, or a 17. So you have a first-gen Glock 19. Okay. This was my first 9mm ever bought. FMK. Really cheap, but shoots good other than it's a bad trigger. Trigger's bad because it's like right at the very end when you release that it actually clicks instead of like my Canex. It's like instead of yeah, huh? You get it. Winchester 1886 with a scope on it. What caliber's that? Unfortunately, I don't know all the Winchester models other than 92 and 94. I know those two. I know the lever action 1887 and the lever action 1901. But yeah, what would the 1886 be with a scope? Some type of rifle, I take it, since you got a scope on it. Hey, some people put red dots and scopes. Well, red dots they do definitely on shotguns. Glock, yes, it's a pretty good design. On the 4570, okay. Looks like Garand Thumb. Yeah, that actually happened in June. Nails take forever to grow. That happened in June. So I was on a long hike with my, to a hike I've been on before with my nephews and my brother to this old mine that's like 5 miles up. And on the way down, my nephew stacked some rocks on top of my backpack instead of putting them in. And when I leaned over, the one rock was underneath and the other one was on top. And they smashed together in midair on my thumb. I was like, ow! It felt like I hit it with a hammer. YouTube, we're only touching the screen. See? We got hurt so bad. That's been there since June. That was my birthday. June 13th, my birthday. It happened then. It's not a large scope. Oh, so it's probably similar to my, let's see here. I'll collapse you down here real quick. Sorry for the view under the desk isn't the prettiest here. So see that little scope right there? It's teeny. That's on my 303 British. Teeny little thing. That thing's a tack driver, though. Love that thingy. My 303 British. Guys, if you like this content, please double tap that screen and subscribe. We're hoping to get this to roughly 520 before our 3-hour mark. If we go that long, we'll see. What's low power? Oh, the scope. Yeah, gotcha. But yeah, there's 38 of you in the chat. Appreciate you coming by. Thank you so much for swinging by to Desert Armory and more. What's that rifle right below the lever action? The one that's laying on its side? That's a model number 4 Remington 32 rimfire takedown, made in 1930s or 1920s, something like that. It's actually worth quite a bit. I got it for like 120 buckaroos. Original finish, case hardening. Hey, Carl, mine is as well. Mine's a number 4 Mark 1 as well. Is yours sporterized? Unfortunately, mine's missing the front wood as well as the top. Other than that, the thing shoots like crazy good. Love that rifle. I did a short on all 3 of those. My Mauser, my Mosin, and my 303 on Saturday. I did one. It was just one shot after the other. I don't got that many views on those, so maybe I should have done one of each instead. The Corcano has a bottle 0 flip up right slide 0 for 200 meters, but when you flip it up, it goes up to... Yeah, that's hyperbolic numbers. I don't think they really go that far. Because so do these, my Mosin and my Mauser do the same thing. Yeah, yours a tack driver too. Yep, they are so accurate. 303 is one of the best bullets in its day. One of the best 30 caliber bullets. They're so aerodynamic. Like, let me see if I can grab one here. I have a couple boxes of them. They are so accurate. So, most of my 303 British, because it's what you can find, is the PPU. But I was able to find a box of Remington, actually, which I've never shot. 30 bucks for... See, I got these for 30 bucks from my little local gun and pawn. These I've actually never opened up. But yeah, they're pretty accurate. I haven't used these ones yet. UMC Remington 303. But yeah, they're just so aerodynamic the way their bullets are. And yeah, tack drivers like crazy. Let's see, he gets one of these PPUs out here. So here's the other one. They're even more pointy, the PTUs. Really aerodynamic bullets. Super efficient. Bullet coefficient is crazy. My grandpa had an M1 carbine that has a Korean, but he sold it at a gun show. And aw, bummers. He should have left it as a legacy for you. I got a bunch of World War II 303. Okay, just watch out. Those are corrosive, aren't they? A lot of those. Guys, thanks for that subscription. Thank you. Someone just gave me one. Appreciate it. A lot of that World War II is. I have some... Let's see. I have some silver tip 7.62 by 54R that might be corrosive. As well as I have a couple original this stuff right here, it's for my Mauser. It's 7.92 millimeter. These are from Yugoslavia. These are probably corrosive. And then, I wish I haven't shot any of those yet. I have some silver tip 7.62 by 54R that are probably corrosive because they say from 45 on the back end, I think. What else do I have that's probably corrosive? I think I have 2 original bags. Here we go. Oh. I have 2 or 3 of these bags of Tuckeroff that are from original that might be corrosive as well. Let me see if they have a date on the back end of them. So small writing on these ones. 53, so I don't know if those are corrosive or not. Let's see here. Are you familiar with the German 815 by 46R? I am not. I've never heard of that round, I don't think. Let's see. I'm back. Do you have any rare World War II? I have one that's a little more rare. It would be the carbine Mosin Nagant. It's a model M38. It's a little more rare than some of them and more collectible, desirable, or whatever you want to call it. So it's down. Let me take you off the screen again, off the stand. Let me see here. I'll get it for you here. Figure this out. Figure this out. You shall. All right, let me get this for you. You needed money and rent. Oh, okay. Mobrez. I do not know what that is. So I have a Mosin Nagant right here. That's the M38, I think. So it's the shorter one that people like more. It's worth more. It's from 43. But yeah, see, it has that rail that goes far out too, 100 meters or 100 yards, or that would be 1,000, I guess, because it's 10. The model is a 1943R. All the numbers are matching on it. And then the sling is from Russia as well, but it's from 53. But yeah, that one's, I'd say, my most valuable. This one here is a Mauser. It's from 38 or 39. And then this is the 303 British that's been sporterized. That's from 43 as well. But I don't know what a Mobriz is. Did it freeze up? Can you see me or see everything okay? Oh, there we go. The Kirkano has a 17.5 inch barrel, but they cut the stock down and put side mount slings so they can ride horseback. Okay, you need a set. A Singer 1911. Have fun finding one of those for cheap. Yeah, that is a nice gun. If you ever go to say an estate sale or a swap meet, it's mostly estate sales you find rare stuff that they don't know what they are. And you see a Singer, and it's a decent price or even outrageously cheap, buy the thing. Those Singers are expensive. Hey, welcome. Yes, America. Tagrity Farm, Germany. Are you from Germany? Welcome to America if you are. This is Desert Armory and more. I see I got one more subscription right here. We got 507 now. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Gotta get me some Trigity. Yep. Trigity Farm. Trigity. Instead of giddy up. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it. If you see something you like or comment, let me know. Double tap the screen and subscribe, people, if you have not yet. We'd really appreciate it. It's just, okay. I don't know South Park, so hopefully I'm not saying something I shouldn't. I'm a clean talking guy, so. But yeah, if you like this type of stuff, please double tap the screen and subscribe. We're trying to get to at least 520 tonight, so that way if YouTube takes off the bogus accounts, we'll still be 500, hopefully. At the end of the night. Last night they took away, let's see, we had 437, I believe, and it went down to 433, so they only took 5. So if they do that again, we'll be safe. But one time YouTube took 42 of my subs away. I had 311 and it went down to 269. Before that, I got to 274 and it went back to 269. They just kept taking 14, 13, and then 42. Hey, welcome Vernon Helms. As you scan the room showing us your inventory, I'm pleased to see not one AR style firearm. Actually, there is. I only have one, so I'm not all into the AR stuff. It's right there. And one AK. I'm retired Air Force and prefer traditional rifles and shotguns. I think Joe Public has gone overboard. I have one AR. I figured I'd dabble my feet into one, and I got one AK. That's all I got. I figured one's good enough, right? I'm not a huge I like modern guns, but some I like more than others. But yeah, a lot of my collection is wood guns. Vernon Helms, if you're not subscribed, could you please? I'd really appreciate that. If you have a channel, I will sub back. And definitely double tap the screen. Super easy to do that. And thank you so much for coming by. And yeah, I'm like I said, I like old wood handled guns. I'm a sucker for wood. So I do have a few modern, but a lot of mine are older. Tragedy is a weed farm stands. One of the main characters dad creates is a rip of the. Okay. What do you like, Vernon? Yeah. Well, he said he's pleased to see the inventory I have, so he must like a lot of this stuff. Let's see. Do you have an M1 Garand? Nicholas Molinari. Welcome. I do not. That's one of those ones that one of these days I'll get. There was one at the swap meet for $1,200 that if I had the money, I would have bought it. It was very nice. You subscribed last night. Thank you for doing that. Nicholas, are you subscribed? We would love to have you subscribed and turn your notifications on. Because guess what? Then you know when to come by, which we usually start 6 o'clock p.m. Arizona time. And we do requests. If you like a certain gun, ask if I have it. If I have it, we'll sit it on the table tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Arizona time. If I have it, it'll be on the table. So make a request in the comments. Say, hey, do you have this? And I'll be like, yep. And then so I'll put it on. If not, well then obviously we can't. I'll catch you later, Desert. Gotta go feed the dog. Okay, see you, authorized personnel. Thanks for coming by. See you later. So yeah, we're hoping to get to 5:20. It would be nice in the next 15 minutes. I kind of doubt if we will. Excuse me, but we do have 54 people in the chat, and I know not all of you are subscribed, so let's see if your conscience is burning. Come on, guys. You've been listening to me in my voice a while. So maybe you want to see the handsome face behind the voice. Hey, guys. This is Desert Armory and More. Thanks for coming by. I do a lot of shorts, by the way. You're still going. I am. Now you can see my ugly mug. Hey, now we got 67 people in because I showed my face. Hey, guys. Thanks for coming by. We do a lot of gun content, talking about guns, showing guns. Can't touch it on lives, but I do have shorts of shooting, shorts of dismantling guns, shorts of hiking, shorts of some of my work. If you like that stuff, double tap the screen, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe. We'd really appreciate that. Make a request. Maybe you would like to see a gun, and you're like, hey, do you have X and X gun? I'll be like, yeah, I do. I'll put it on the table that you just saw. And then we will put it, we'll put whatever you requested for on a paper, put your name beside it, and then we'll put it on the table the following day. You'll see it. Sorry, got it reversed the wrong way. You'll see it here on the table tomorrow at 6 p.m. Arizona time. See you, Carl. Thanks for stopping by again. You subbed when I came in. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Authorized personnel. But yeah, there's 55 of you here, so I know there's plenty of you that could sub. That would be great if you could. And double tap that screen. We'd really appreciate that too. Yeah, how's everybody been anyways? Some newcomers in here, some old comers. Thank you. Someone just subscribed. 2 people did. 509, thank you. 510, thank you so much. Come on, keep it going. We got to get to 520 tonight at least, right, folks? Wards Winsfield single. Oh, you were the one who mentioned that. Okay, yeah. You replaced the firing pin. Yes, I remember you now. Thank you. That jogged my memory. It woke up. Yep. Remind me of my brother, the dirty blonde hair, short crop. Just got out of the Army last year as a sergeant. Good for him. I'm 35. He's about my age. I'm a 1990 model. Let's see here. Yeah, I just recently cut my hair. It's a little messy because I wear a hat all day, so. And my blonde hair is like a grayish blonde, but it has a reddish hue to it a little bit. Some people say I look like Prince Harry, by the way. A lot of people do. I have some customers that actually call me Prince or Harry. I'm a little younger than him though. He was born in '85. 100% disabled from the VA. He's 20. Oh, sorry about that, brother. That's not very nice. 28. And he's got a lot of life ahead of him too. Yeah, that's not nice. My condolences to him, or whatever you want to call it. Thank you for serving. I always thank people for that, even though I don't really like war, and I'm a Christian, and I know God doesn't like war and fighting, but it is needed, sadly. But I am all for the military and our vets, our officers that fight. They're in the cities, policemen, sheriff. I support them 100%. 100%. I pray for them, especially Vietnam vets. If they got a hat on, I'll say thank you for your service. I always say that because, they went through the ringer when they got back. One of my neighbors, actually, he was my landlord. He passed away now, but he was Vietnam. Just met a guy yesterday walking through Safeway. He had a hat on. It said Vietnam vet, and I said thank you for your service. Asthma from Djibouti, California, cartridge problems from being airborne. Gotcha. Yeah. If you hear me coughing here and there, that's me with asthma, which I feel like. There we go. That's my asthma. It's a little stuffy and humid in my room. Yeah, it gets humid in Arizona. This time of year, it's our monsoon season. So we get those monsoons from Mexico coming up, and it'll dump. Like these little trails that'll follow each other, just dump like 20 minutes, half hour, and keep moving on. This guns is yours. Yes, they're mine. Thanks for coming back again, Nicholas. Would there be one you'd like to see up close? Here, I'll take you off the stand here. Maybe you want to get a view. So we got a Colt right there, early 1900s in 32 long Colt. Sorry, Smith & Wesson long. This is the 38 Smith & Wesson. That is an Allen Hopkins. This is a Colt in the 32-20. We got a 9mm here, FMK. 45 ACP. That's a Springfield Mil-Spec A1. TSIS double stack. This one's a 45 Colt, is Cimarron brand. Got a rimfire number 4 rolling block Remington. A lever action made in 1895, model 92. The one behind is a Stevens single action. And it is a Stevens rimfire. Long or short, it shoots both. Hey, welcome La Colt 45. You had a request. I'm glad I didn't sign off yet. You had a request. You came in time. I was just thinking of when's that guy coming for the 45 Colt. There it is right there, my Cimarron. You requested that last night. There it is. And you also requested my single shot Stevens here. That's a break barrel. You push that little bolt that's sticking out right there, and it opens up like a shotgun. And it shoots those little things. 25 Stevens long and short. I also make them myself. Thank you guys for the subscriptions. We got a couple more. Let's see. You also wanted to see, you wanted to see those two. Let's see here. There's a World War II vet that sits outside our local grocery store just hanging out. I check in on him every day to see if he's okay. Good for you, brother. World War II vets, they are disappearing like flies because they're getting older. Is he okay? Like he doesn't need help or something? Just turning in, and I have an FMK like you do. Think of it, and I like the long trigger pull. It's its own safety, no joke. That's the only thing I do not like about it, Mark. Well, as well as, is yours picky on ammo? Mine likes Fiocchi 115s or American Eagle. Anything else, it hates. It doesn't rack right. Like it won't charge back properly. Thanks for coming by again. I think you were in here earlier. Maybe not. Yeah, the trigger pull is horrible. It's at the very end. But other than that, it's pretty nice gun. First 9mm I bought. Someone named Liz was in here earlier yesterday and the day before. She was thinking about buying one, so she asked me to put it on the table to look at better. I have a Stevens Youth rolling block, 22, patent 1903. Stock looks like it's made from 1x4. Yeah, I have a 22 that's like that. I did a short of it on Saturday. It's called a Schlechach, or something like that. Schlecha Nitro King. Schlechops. It looks just like a 1x4 that's been shaped. Sorry, I'm trying to put my thingy back on here. Let's see here. Does the Hopkins and Allen's top brake work? Yes, it does. Sometimes spent casings go under the start. Checking mine. It's annoying. Mine's been fine. I have a Steven. Okay, I read that one. No, he's unhealthy as a horse. Good for him. But he's got a rascal motorcycle. Oh, one of those. Yeah, yeah. He falls asleep a lot outside, which worries people when they see an old man slumped over. Yeah, that's true. We just hope one of these times it's not his last, right? Yeah, I have a heart for old military people, as well as definitely, like I said, the Vietnam vets. I like rifle or carbine, but the pistol I like only the Colt 1911. Oh, did you see that then? Mine's not a Colt brand. It's a it's right there. It's a Smith, not a Smith and Wesson, a Springfield, and the Beretta 92 FS. That's a very nice gun. I thought about buying one of those. Hey, someone just gave us a sub. Thank you. He's 102. Dude, good for him. Right on. Hey, Nick, maybe you like these. MP5 clone with HK parts internals. Maybe you like some old military stuff right there. Or that one. Or a sniper rifle in the corner. Or a Kentucky rifle. Up on top, we have some Flowbert 9mm garden guns. And then we got some more levers. Tactical shotgun, that's a AK style. We have a PCP pellet gun in the center. SKS and a single shot 410, a 308 there, an AR, an AK, some shotguns working on the corner, a 5.77 Schneider that's made by Enfield, mid 1800s, and we got most of these shotguns, all but the top are pre 1899. Those are all. That's a 10. That's a 16 gauge, 20, 12 gauge, 12 gauge, 12 gauge, 10 gauge. We're still working on this one. He can eat the hell out of some chicken wings. I'm sure he can. Yep. And we got a project gun there on the ground too. We have some shorts of that and some welding projects we've been doing on it. That's a 12 gauge. Originally I thought it was a 20. It was sold as a 20. Yes, right there's a Mosin Nagant. That is a carbine. Numbers matching. It's made in 43. The strap on it is made in 53 and it's Russian as well. Let's see. Need to turn my screen back on, folks. Thing went dark. Does that. Okay, guys, we got 512 subscriptions. Guys, we need 8 more subscriptions. Could we get 8 more from the chat? There's 27 of you in the chat. Be nice to get 8 more. I would like to sign off once I get 520, if it's not too late. As a nice old man. He's a nice old man. He gave me a hug when I told him I was joining the Air Force here shortly. Good for you. What's your experience with Taurus revolvers, not revivals? I don't have any Taurus revolvers. Paul Witt on this channel has a polymer one. Papa Pew Pews has a polymer one. What's it called? Targets and Tactics? I forget what it's called exactly. He has some Taurus revolvers. I've known him for about 8 years. Good. Glad you could be a help to him. So I do not have any experience with Taurus. I hear they're pretty good. Other than that, I'm not sure. They're a nice, decent revolver for a decent price. Oh, 16 people. Wow, it really throttled down all of a sudden. I think YouTube was hearing me that I was going to shut off soon. What's weird is when I start saying that I am going to wind down, all of a sudden the numbers start picking up. So let's start talking about winding down, right? 16 of you in the chat. Appreciate you coming by. This is Desert Armory and More, where we do shorts of shooting, shorts of hiking, shorts of some of my work. Hopefully we can have some content of shooting dove here. Dove season just started 2 days ago in Arizona. And I have a whitetail hunt in mid-November. So hopefully we can have some stuff with that. We also do this type of content live of talking about guns, different people, military stuff. People ask about this, that, and the other with ways of fixing this, that thing. What's the best of this, that, of gun content. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate that. I did pretty well on my ASVAB. I scored an 86 on my overall score and low 90s on the sub-test. Good for you. But yeah, if you like this type of stuff, please double tap that screen. And if you could subscribe. We do lives every evening, 6 p.m. Arizona time. We also make requests. So maybe you want to see a 22 pistol on the table tomorrow. Ask me in the comments if I have one. If I say yes, it'll be on the table tomorrow during the live. I'm kind of new to this format. You can't touch the guns because YouTube says yes. You cannot touch guns on lives. You can touch them on shorts. You can touch them on long formats, but not on lives. They get more than that. If you do it multiple times, it'll be counted as a strike, and you'll get blocked off of YouTube forever. The double barrel shotgun is boring. Here in Italy is popular rifle for hunting. I prefer the rifle for long range. Brother, you're in luck. There's a 338 Lapua that goes up to 2 miles. That's a long distance. Is that long enough for you? Yes, it is. It's our 2A right, but yet it is a private platform, so they can do what they want, I guess. It's because somebody unalived themselves on a live, and ever since then, YouTube blocked it. There might have been a couple of them, but there's a 338 Lapua. Goes about 2 miles. What would you recommend as a first gun to own? Wesp, welcome. How are you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Double tap that screen and subscribe if you could. What would you recommend as a first gun? What are you looking for? Are you looking for a pistol or a rifle? That would determine. And if you want a revolver or a semi-automatic, what are you looking for? Because there's a difference depending what you want. If you're wanting a nice hunting gun, I would suggest either a Savage or American, a Ruger American. If you're wanting a semi-automatic pistol, I would suggest a Canic or a Taurus, because they're nice entry level. That's a little better than low. If you want a revolver, a Taurus makes good ones. Deer rifle, I would say either a Savage Access or a Ruger American. Both of those are on the lower end of price, but very accurate. Look at reviews about them. They're very, very good. Those would be my two suggestions for a first rifle. There might be a couple out there, but those two are the easiest to find. You can get them in 270, 30-06, 308, or 6.5 Creedmoor. Those are perfect calibers for shooting deer, either mule or whitetail, which I have whitetail coming mid-November. So I'm bringing my 270 for distance and my 30-30 for brush. So up to you. I mean, you could use a 30-30, but I'm guessing you want a little more distance. They only go accurately about 250. I can get mine out to 350 at a 6-inch circle. I do have a scope on it, but yeah, maybe for nuclear weapon specialist. Nice, good for you. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Do you mind subbing and double tapping the screen? We'd really appreciate it. We try to help people out. That's part of this whole thing, brother. When we have these lives, things like that. Someone's just getting their first gun. They're like, what's a good deer rifle? What's a cheap entry one that's good? Savage Access or Ruger American. Very good. Nicholas, thanks for stopping by. I don't remember if you subbed or not. Someone just did. Really appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by to Desert Armory and more. We really appreciate it. And you have a good night. I'll be right back. I need to get my phone charger. All right, let me put my charger in here. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Asthma. A little tight. A little stuffy in my room. I don't know if someone shut the AC off or what. Guys. Trying to get this thing plugged in. A little hard to get. It's back behind this bookshelf. There we go. The brick is plugged in, and we are going to plug in the phone. Let's see here. Do you have any NFA items on your collection? I do not. I would like to get some suppressors once the tax stamp gets dropped. This one's a threaded barrel, and so is this. I lived in California for 12 years. I'm from Arizona. They didn't allow that type of stuff, threaded barrels, because the potential of making your own. And so I didn't have any threaded stuff before I moved back to Arizona. So I could buy a can for the 9. This is also a 9 too, that one. I don't know if it's the same threads or not. It would be nice if it is. Then I could just buy one excuse me, one can. Trying to think if any of my rifles have a can. Like I said, where I lived you couldn't. Is this shotgun unscrewed? No. And I think I'm not sure, but I don't know if on my AR if the flash hider muzzle brake comes off. If it does, I should be able to. I thought it was welded or pinned. That was one of California's rules. But if I could get that to screw off, I could put one on. Oh, I did not know you were in Cali. I used to be. I'm not in Cali anymore. I'm in Arizona. I lived in Cali. I was born and raised in Arizona until 2012, and then I moved to Cali from 2012 to December 2024. Although I was at a mission in Honduras for a year and 7 months, from 17 to 19. But I'm in Arizona now again. Odd gun laws there for sure, and mean that as a foreigner. Yeah, it's horrible. They have the roster where you can only have certified guns. God bless you, sir. Thanks for the tips. You're welcome. Thank you. And like I said, if you're not subscribed, if you could, that would be great. Turn the notifications on. I will be back on tomorrow, 6 p.m. Arizona time, if you want to see more content like this. And possibly let us know how the gun search goes. Yeah. And if you get anything. Maybe you got a tag. I got a tag for whitetail, so I'm using my 270, my 30-30. But yeah, have a blessed night. Hey, welcome back. Asked about Taurus. I have a 608, 38, 357 snub, and a Judge Mag 6-inch barrel. Both good revolvers. Yeah, someone did ask, was that Colt about any experience with it? Yeah, I don't have any of those, so I wasn't able to answer that very clearly for her, so. Excuse me. Oh, here's that box. Someone was asking about these. I was looking for them. I only have one box of them. Well, actually, I think I have 2. Someone was asking about these, the 25-35s. I couldn't find them. There they are. For my one lever action. Here in Argentina, a ban on military-style self-loading rifles got overturned recently, and we're fighting the good fight for concealed carry too. Sweet. So you can get semi-auto rifles now. Nice. Be nice if the handgun thing could get overruled too then. Yeah. Well, we have even less people now, only 11. That's because it's getting that time of night where people are dozing off to sleep. Yep. So we'll probably we didn't make our 520, but I don't think YouTube will take more than 13. We hope not, because I want to stay above 500. It'd be nice. But yeah, we only got 11 people in the chat. It's only going to get less. So, guys, it's been a great run. Things have went pretty well today. It wasn't quite as banging as yesterday, but almost. We're almost there. It's been great. Appreciate y'all coming by to Desert Armory and more. We'll probably just go ahead and wind this live down here. Been a few of you that's been on a while. I appreciate that. So, yeah. We'll be back. Yeah, thank you. We'll be back tomorrow, 6 p.m. Arizona time. The requests that were made will be on the table tomorrow here. I think there was 3 or 4. And then one was old cartridges that are obsolete or almost. We'll put those there in boxes of those, as well as some of the firearms that were requested. Yeah, welcome to Desert Armory. Thank you for all that you've done for the channel so far. We're going to sign off. We do gun talking. We do shorts of shooting, shorts of hiking, shorts of handyman stuff I do. A lot of stuff. And we do live 6 p.m. Arizona time every night. So if you like this stuff, double tap the screen, like and subscribe. And thank you all for coming by again. Vernon and LeColt. All the others, the OGs that came in the beginning. Mr. Wetsp, thank you for coming in. Glad we could help you with that gun advice. Anyways, see you next time. See you tomorrow. You all have a blessed night, blessed rest of your life today. And when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Trust God in those times of uncertainty instead. Thank you all. Till next time, folks.